Kia ora, no mai, haere mai. Welcome to Otatahi Christchurch. We're here today. We have the China Southern Airlines National Cross Country Championships. My name's Holly Manning and I am lucky enough to be joined by David Lee, the third place getter last year at the 2024 National Cross Country Championships. What are you most excited for today, David?
We got some awesome racing on the cards. I've seen some of the senior men's and the senior women's fields. I think we're in for some very good racing. Deepest fields I've seen in a long time, so very exciting.
Yeah, definitely fair to say the fields are stacked today and we are very excited to be presenting them and sharing them with you today. Kia ora everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to the 2025 China Southern Airlines New Zealand National Cross Country Championships. As you just saw on that recording, my name is Holly Manning and I'm lucky enough to be joined here by David Lee, local legend, often frequenting Hagley Park, knows a lot more than I do about this course and cross country. So David, tell us, what do you know about this course and what are you excited for today?
Yeah, this course is probably a little different to what anyone's used to over the last few years. It's certainly flat and it's certainly going to be fast. They start off by heading out towards the first bunker. That'll be the one bit that'll probably trip people up. So as you can see on the map there, they hit the bunker just as you hit there, and there's a couple of mounds through there. They circle around a couple of those holes, and there's a hurdle right there, and then they head back to the finish line. But for the most part, I jogged it yesterday. It's very firm, very flat, and I feel like we're going to see some fast times and some good racing.
Yeah, it's certainly very different to the course last year that both you and I ran. David was actually the bronze medalist last year. David, how would you explain the differences between this course and that course just for our viewers at home?
That course last year out in Napier had a violent hill right at the start of it, and then followed by a 1K section of pure mud. So it really took everything out of your legs, and every single lap it started to split the field. Every race, every time they went through the mud section, the field just split more and more and more. I feel like this time we're going to see more of a compact race. People hang in there for a lot longer. Yeah,
so much faster course today, we think,
yeah.
With less mud, less hills. I'd say the conditions are fairly similar to Napier last year. It's pretty chilly,
yep.
But it's a beautiful, stunning, clear morning here in Otatahi. You honestly couldn't ask for better running conditions, could you, Dave?
Yeah, it was a beautiful 2 degrees this morning when we woke up and went for our runs, but now we're up to a mighty 6 degrees.
Yeah, it is beautiful though. No wind yet. Hopefully the wind stays away. So first up, in about 7 minutes, we are starting with the under 20 women. We've got a fairly stacked field here. It's going to be quite exciting. We actually have some Australians joining us today. Here's the start list. So yeah, we've got a few standouts. We've got some college runners coming back from the States. So we've got some fantastic results from last year and through this season. Dave, who do you think's somebody to watch out for today?
I think local legend Kate Curry has been demoing the cross country this season. I think she's going to be really hard to beat. She looks really fit. She's really strong. Let's see her go.
Yeah, we've also got some girls who came from winning and second place in the under-18 last year. So we've got Bryn Gordon, who won the under-18 race last year, so they've moved up a grade. And then second place was Sienna McClay, and she was also the senior girls champion at school nationals very recently, which, as I understand, was quite a stacked field as well.
I think someone else to watch out for, it being a very fast course, is probably Bo Ritchie.
Yes. Yeah.
She's got a 2:03.
Yeah.
800 meters in the
Very
legs.
versatile.
Yeah, and she's very well accomplished over the cross country at a school level. So watch her.
Yeah, 100%. I also think Scarlett Robb will be somebody to watch. She was third in the under-18s last year, so again moving up a grade. They had a fantastic season so far. I know she's run over in Australia as well, so yeah, definitely a lot of girls to watch out for. We'll talk about some of the internationals as well. I'm sure there'll be some parents and friends tuning in, so welcome to the Aussies who are watching from across the ditch. So we'll just go through some of these Australians. We've got Kobe Walker. She is actually at the University of Missouri. She has a 16:32 5K. All of these girls have quite close 5K times. Then we've got Tavia Williams, also from Australia. She's run a 17:56 5K. Then we've got Imogen Baker, run a 16:45 5K, and then Matilda Cole with a 17:11. So, yeah, some really quick times for under 20s there. Oh, here we go. Here's some of the girls just getting ready to warm up. I'm sure they'll be feeling a little bit chilly.
Yeah. I believe we've got the Trans-Tasman battle in between, like, within this race, right? So we've got the New Zealand national champs, but we also have the 4 Australians going up against the top 4 New Zealand finishers. Yeah. So I think they'll be probably feeling a bit nervous, but also excited, particularly because a lot of these girls are very fast track runners. I think, this course will hopefully play into their favours for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a track runner's dream.
Yeah.
Let's hope. I mean, it's been raining a little bit this week. We've been waking up most mornings and we've had quite a fresh amount of rain from the night before and maybe a little bit of rain during the day. But the last day or so has been pretty clear. So these first few races might actually chew up a little bit of that ground. Yeah,
that's true. And this isn't our first race of the day. We have had the Masters men and women races, so they may have churned up some of the course. But yes, certainly by the time we get to our final few races, there might be a bit more mud to navigate, which is always fun in cross country, in my opinion.
Yeah, when I ran the course yesterday, there was the backside as you go close to the golf club, and that particular part was quite tight, quite gnarly, and it looked like if there was anywhere that was going to bog up, it was going to be back there.
Okay, yeah, so we'll definitely be watching there. We've got a few cameras in different spots today. We're really lucky to be able to have this live stream, so thank you very much to everyone who has made this possible. We're getting very close to the start now, but I'll just thank our major partner, China Southern Airlines, who are our naming partner. They're one of China's premier international carriers with direct flights from both Auckland and Christchurch to Guangzhou. China Southern Airlines connects New Zealanders to a vast global network, so definitely don't count them out when you're booking your flights. Go via China to Europe if you haven't done your Europe trip this year, which seems like everybody has.
100%, yeah. We're about 3 minutes away from the start here. Couple of nerves, it looks like, on the start line.
Yeah, so entered we have 29 athletes. That was before any scratchings, but it does look like most of them are there. There you can see the Auckland team. So
that's Scarlett Robb on camera, very accomplished track runner.
Amelia Joyce. There's Eleanor Pugh, who we haven't mentioned yet, but has also been having a really good season.
Yep. There's Bo Ritchie.
Quite a strong Waikato team there.
We haven't really talked about that much. Who do we think's going to win?
Oh, I know.
The centre champs.
You might say we're both a bit biased. I mean, you're originally from Auckland and I'm living in Auckland now, but I think Auckland might. Although, to be fair, probably not enough Aussies.
I'll be honest with you. I bleed red now, and I think Canterbury could come through with a last-ditch effort to win this.
Okay, we'll have a rivalry on our hands.
Led by Kate Curry, I'm sure we could do it.
Yeah. To be fair, that Canterbury team are very strong. So it will be a race between the regions. So that's definitely not something to forget. That this is an individual race, but it is a battle between the regions.
Yes.
And there will be medals on offer.
Goodness, I'm almost nervous for them.
I know. It definitely brings back memories.
Exactly, yeah. The feeling that they must have on that start line at the moment, your heart is racing. your lungs when it's cold like this will be icy, and you just want to get moving, get going.
Yeah, I think also for a lot of these girls, this may be the first time they've raced a 6 kilometre
Yes.
course.
Yep.
Because how long was the Canterbury Champs course?
Well, it was notoriously short this year.
This is a sore subject.
So it was probably quite short. I think they did I think it might have been about 4.5 to be fair. But yeah, none of them there they go.
So I'll definitely be looking to not go out too hard over 6 kilometres. 6 kilometres is quite a long way. I remember that myself as an 800 metre runner. 6k felt very far, but there you can see the pack's gone out. It definitely will start to separate, I think, probably quite quickly.
It's hard to tell right now if anyone's pushing or not. They're in a big group, but we'll know pretty soon if anyone's at the front. You'll start to see them string out.
Look at that beautiful view. This is an amazing stream. Great to have the drone so you can really get perspective on the field. Often it's hard when you're just tracking the leaders. So yeah, look, you can see beautiful Christchurch in the background on a stunning winter's day. Aren't we lucky?
Big props to the LOC and the Athletics New Zealand organisers for locking in North Hagley Park. I don't think we've had an event here for a long time.
Yeah, a lot has to happen for any of these events to happen, but I think in a big public park like this in the middle of the city, it definitely takes a little more. I believe Parkrun wasn't on this morning.
No, Parkrun took a week off.
Yeah, so thank you to those park runners. Hopefully you're actually here watching, but if you are watching on the stream, thank you.
So we've got Aussie 1, 2, 3 and 4 at the moment sitting at the front. And you can see the tall figure of Kate Curry in there.
Yeah, Scarlett Robb's up in there too.
And hanging behind them in the Whippets colours is Poppy Healy, with Bo Ritchie just behind her.
So that's Imogen Baker leading alongside Kobe Walker from Australia. So they'll definitely be going for the win.
As they come towards the bunker. Let's see how people navigate this bunker, because it's going to be pretty soft underfoot, and it could really take some energy out of your legs.
Yeah, so did you run through the bunker yesterday?
I admittedly ran around it. I don't want sand in my shoes.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you can see them there. Definitely slows their stride down, which really helps this course feel like a true cross-country course. I think in New Zealand we're very good at setting up what I would deem proper cross-country courses with mud, with hills, with barriers to jump over. I think some of these girls who run over in the States will be quite used to what I would call, and sorry if anyone from America is watching this, but fake cross-country courses. They are like golf courses. They're flat. There's no mud. There's not really many hills to navigate. So I think that, this is probably more similar to some of those courses, but has, definitely a lot of effort's been gone into making them a bit harder with barriers. And
the LOC has tried their absolute hardest running us around mounds and through sand. But I don't think they've quite succeeded on making it that hard. It's still pretty flat and fast out there. But what we will see is over those mounds, you'll start to see some of the runners, if they struggle to get up the mound and lose that pace, those runners that are feeling a little better will just crush over the mound and continue to run that form through. Yeah. And that's what I'm looking for when they go over this first hurdle. Who gets over that first hurdle and then continues through that pace? Yeah,
definitely. I think that's a really good point, Dave. A lot of really good cross-country runners know how to not break their rhythm, and you certainly see that with track runners struggling when things like barriers, hills, bunkers interrupt their rhythm and slow them down. And I think just attacking that barrier. Do you know how high the barrier is?
The barrier is probably about 0.7. About 0.7 metres. It's not very high. I'm sure the kids are going to struggle over it. But some of the taller females and the senior men should be able to get over there quite comfortably. Okay. They also have the option of running around it, but it adds...
Oh, they are allowed to run around it.
It probably runs about an extra 10 metres, I'd say.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So it won't be a disqualification if we see anyone going around the outside.
No.
That is good to know. So we're about 4 minutes in now.
Here comes a wee little mound. Yeah, there we go. See, that just takes the sting out of the stride.
Yeah, right at the top of that mound there, you can see some of the girls struggling.
Yeah, it just slowly breaks the pack up every single lap. You'll notice the stronger runners who are feeling good will just keep running through that mound, and then the gap will form, and it'll continue. But there's still a few of them in there in that top pack. I mean, we are early into the race.
Yeah, there's that barrier there, so they've got that coming for them soon. Oh, I can see where you would go around it as well.
They must be moving pretty quick to be broken up like that already. So that's Kate Curry in the red there. The Aussie as well.
I think that's Kobe Walker.
And is that Bo Ritchie near the front there?
Yes, yeah, she looks really strong. There's the Auckland girls in the back. But remember, a lot can happen in these races, right?
Yeah.
We're only 5 minutes in, so we're probably
someone's taking the long way around. Who's that?
Looks like the Aussie.
Kate Curry's gone straight over. I would expect nothing less from a Christchurch Avon athlete, to be fair. They love the hurdles. Can't get enough, those guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's any steeplechasers in this race, but there are a few in the upcoming races, and I think they'll love that barrier.
Yep. I think when we get to the senior men's race, there's a particular character, Toby Tasker, who's about 6'4", and he loves steeplechase, so watch him and watch the way he goes over the hurdle.
Oh, yeah, get some tips from him. So 6 minutes in, we'll be approaching the lap very soon.
Very soon, yeah. So I'm guessing the 2K probably breaks off where the shoot to the finish line is.
Yeah, so there's a timer there. So that's actually really good because the girls will be able to look and see and pace themselves if they don't have their watches on.
So I think 2K will probably be when they go past the start line.
Okay. Yeah, so if these girls go through in about 7 minutes, it's
3:30 pace, which is
pace. That's
on the grass
swift,
is moving. That's a 17:35K, and some of these girls, one of the Aussies is sitting on a 17:56 and a 16:45 5K, so that they are not mucking around.
They're not playing around. So there's that top four. So we've got Kate Curry, Kobe Walker, Scarlett Robb, and...
Is that Scarlett Robb?
Sorry, it's a bit hard for us to see. These girls are looking very strong coming through 2K. So 2 more laps to go. So remember the course is 3 2K laps, which is quite good for pacing. They've got a timer there as well. There's some of the Auckland team.
So they went through in about, what, 7:15 there?
Yeah, so we're looking at...
3:37 per K.
Yeah, good
That's
maths,
still moving. I'm quite known for my running math.
That's great. I love that. I'm not known for that, so...
Yeah, so Kate Curry's just leading that group. That tells me that Kate must be feeling quite good.
Yeah.
She's the type of athlete that will want to stretch this field out, and she'll just continue to probably push that pace from here on. But I don't believe that is Bo Ritchie at the front. We're trying to figure out who that fourth runner is.
Maybe Eleanor Pugh.
Oh, you could be right.
Yeah. She was 6 at school nationals. Yeah, so that top 4 there, they've really strung it out now. Back to a little bit behind to 5th place. Here they are beginning.
They are pushing it along.
They really are pushing it. Oh no, sorry, that is Sienna McClay. So that is
We
really...
haven't talked much about Sienna McClay.
Yeah, not a surprise. She was the senior girls champ at school nationals, so she will be definitely gunning for the win. She knows how to win, clearly. She was second in under 18 last year.
NZ Predict has actually predicted Sienna McClay to win this race.
Oh, well, there we go.
And he's got his top 3. He's got Sienna McClay, Kate Curry, and Scarlett Robb.
Excellent predictions.
1, 2, and 3. I don't think he's got the order quite right, but we'll see.
Shout out NZ Predict.
Now here they come through that sand again, and you just notice how that takes the sting out of the pace.
Yeah, not much though. Really not much. They're
We'll
really
see.
attacking it,
Yeah.
which is an excellent tactic.
You'll want to just run through that as fast as possible. Less time on there, the better.
Yeah, 100%. Do not want to muck around, which they're not. Here's a downhill. You can see some of the mud there, Dave. So,
Yep.
I think by the end of the day, that'll be a lot more churned up. But they're looking very strong, these girls. They've really kind of solidified themselves there in that top
Yep.
4, that's for sure.
There's been a very clear breakaway here.
Back to 186, which is Bryn Gordon. Bryn
Very
won the
strong
under
Canberra
18s last year,
Yep.
so she was actually in front of Sienna McClay, who is now in that top 4. So she'll be really looking to get back up to that top 4, because there's nothing worse than being out on your own like that. So she'll be eyes up, hopefully looking ahead to that top 4 pack.
You can see just those little mounds of hard work.
Yeah, they honestly, they look like they might be underestimated a bit. Like, I think
Yeah.
I'd probably go into that underestimating them. Like, oh, they're not really hills,
Well,
but yeah, once you have a few of them in your legs, they add up.
Yeah, because, I mean, especially when you're doing 3 laps, you got to go over, 4 different mounds. That's 12 mounds, and then you've got 3 hurdles. It'll be those little things where you're jogging the course for 1 lap like I did, and you go, this isn't too bad. But 2-3 laps in, you're going to be feeling that.
Exactly. Just going over that hill is Leah McNamara from Manawatu Wanganui. And there's that top 4 again. So, yeah, really solidified themselves there. Going through some of that mud. Some girls coming down that hill. It's Kate Robinson from Auckland.
Notably, we've got Scarlett Robb in that top 4, and she is well known for being able to finish quite fast. A very accomplished 1,500 metre runner, 3,000 runner. If she's there with a K to go, she can be very dangerous. So,
yeah, that's true. They'll probably want to work on, dragging that out a little bit, because she is very fast. She's got some amazing results, as you said, on the track. Most well known as a 1,500 metre runner. Her PB is 4:22, so yeah.
all this year, 4:22 and 9:27, very, very accomplished times.
Yeah, 450 mile. So yeah, she's in top form right now. So these girls, particularly the ones that are more like 5K girls, they will want to get away from her. That's what I would be thinking. Anyway.
100%.
There's the lap, so we'll be approaching that shortly. They're yet to jump over their second barrier, so let's watch some of these girls jump over the barrier.
Yeah, let's see the Australian. What was the Australian's
Kobe
name?
Walker.
Kobe Walker. She went around the hurdle last time.
Yeah, will she do it again? Or
Will she do it again? Because let me tell you, Kate Curry is going right through that hurdle.
Yeah, so Kobe is also got some fantastic times on the track. She's run a 9:32 at Lakeside Stadium in Melbourne. There you go. So 3 of them going around the outside, and Kate over the barrier. What a warrior.
What an absolute warrior. Notably, Kate Curry was part of the Christchurch Avon women's team that won the boat race in 2024.
There we go. That's a good shout out.
Yeah, so the Christchurch Avon swept last year, and Kate Curry was a formidable force in that team.
Yeah, we'd love to include non-running related facts on this live stream. So some of Kate's best times, she has run a 4:25 1,500 over in Perth, recently actually in April, and a 16:36 5K. She's also committed to Providence College.
Yep.
So, she'll be looking to go into another cross-country season very soon. She'll be going over, I'm sure, in a couple of weeks. So, it's exciting.
Notably, that 16:36 5K is going to suit her very well coming into this last lap of a 6K cross-country.
Yeah, 100%. You need
she's going to have that
yeah.
strength, yeah. You can see Scarlett Robb just at the back of that 4 at the moment, just starting to fall off. But don't discount her. She tends to bungee cord like this a bit, but she will be there with a K to go.
Yeah, she's definitely a grinder. She knows how to run hard for a long time. And then we'll just talk about Sienna McClay. So she has run a 4:50 mile and a 16:50 5K. Also in December, in that same race as Kate Curry at AUT Millennium, so 9:05 last year.
So they've ran pretty consistent here. The first lap was much the same as the second lap, so that it must be fast. We'll see what happens this lap. They're still averaging about 3:37 per K.
Thank God we've got Dealey on the maths. And there we've got Bryn Gordon. So remember, Bryn won under 18 last year.
Look at them go. Let's see how they navigate this corner. Who's going to come out that corner? Kate's still pushing that pace.
Yeah, she looks very strong. Here's some of the other girls crossing, about 15, 16.
Here we go.
So talking of the region rivalries, so we've got 2 Canterbury athletes up there. Is that correct? Oh no, Sienna's Southland. Okay, so 1 Southland, 1 Christchurch, 1 Australia, 1 Auckland.
1 Auckland, yeah.
So we won't know the team result. They won't be obvious probably until...
I believe is it 4 athletes?
Oh, yes.
So we've got Kate Curry from Canterbury and Bryn Gordon not far behind her, who's also from Canterbury. So that's 2
you might be right.
from Canterbury.
You might be right there.
The seas run red.
Well, they know this course like the back of their... Well, probably not the course, but they know this park.
They'll know this park very well.
Yeah. Anyone who's watching from overseas and hasn't been to Christchurch, Hagley Park is well known for its running. Like, at any time of the day, there's always runners running around. It's a fantastic running park.
And if you've been around in Christchurch the last couple of months, a lot of men's athletes have been taking the opportunity to get on the grass in North Hagley and get used to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's smart, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of different groups. Angie Petty's group, Sam and Angie's group, they've been around getting on the course, even using South Hag because it's very similar, and just getting practiced on the type of grass that they're going to be running on.
Yeah, it's very good for practice, and it's also good, isn't it, because you can probably do a little bit more volume and it's less impact on the legs than being on the road.
You'll have to dodge a couple of golf balls because it is an active golf course, and I've seen some horrible swings in my time running around North Hagley.
You want to watch out. So there's Kate Curry and Kobe Walker and Sienna McClay there in 3rd.
Scarlett Robb has just let that front pack go, so it looks like 1, 2 and 3 is starting to sort itself out.
Again, she does have that kick like we mentioned, so she could come back, but you really don't want to lose sight of that top 3 there. You really don't want to get much further than what is the distance there. But, you know, it's easy for us to say that.
Yeah, it's easy to say from the seat.
Yeah. And there's Bryn Gordon.
Well, this is really turning into a barn burner for the first place. Who knows where it's going to go? Yeah,
it might be. Last K might be quick.
I think let's watch how they go over that hurdle, because if it was me, I think you attack that hurdle and go for it from there.
Oh, would you though? If you haven't jumped it the other 2 times?
Well, this is where I'm thinking Kate Curry needs to...
Yeah,
if she gets over that hurdle and puts the foot down whilst they're going around, she might just get that little gap.
There's some of the other athletes just navigating those little hills and mud sections. And there's that top 3. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely a solid top 3 there. Yep. That's probably the podium placings there. Unless Scarlett Robb can come back, and don't count out Bryn Gordon either, because I think she's obviously a very strong runner. As
they go around that hole on the golf course near the golf club. That's where it will get a little bit bogged up, if anywhere is going to get bogged up.
Yeah, you can see it there, starting to get quite muddy. These girls...
Look at this, you can't separate them.
You really can't. They are really kind of yo-yoing between 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Kobe Walker looks very strong, though.
We must be coming up to roughly a K to go.
Yeah, so this is where we get down to
You can see there must be a little bit of bog there because Scarlet Rob is running along that tape line, trying to avoid the path that's been ran through the most. So
yeah, you can see it's churned up a little bit already.
So perhaps it's not quite as flat and fast as we once thought it was going to be. Maybe it is a little bit beaten up out there.
Potentially. What we will do after this race, in between this and the next one, is we'll go and compare some of the times from last year so that we can get an idea of how quick they're running.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So there's the top three. So it's a bit of a rivalry. We've got a Trans-Tasman rivalry with Kobe Walker there from Australia. And then we've got Sienna McClay.
It looks like New Zealand will comfortably win the Trans-Tasman battle at this stage.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I think they'll all be going for that win.
Kate's taken that corner very well.
Very well. She looks awesome.
So let's see how she navigates this hurdle. She's making a move.
Yeah, I think
and
she's
they're going round.
Oh, looks like Sienna's going to jump.
Perfect. See, that is a perfect opportunity. There you go, Kate.
Yeah, so it looks like you add on at least a couple of seconds by going around it.
So I think she's done that perfectly. Just open up the gap on them as the Australian went round the hurdle, and she's just attacked that hurdle, and now she's heading home.
Yeah, she's gone at it with confidence, and she's got to go at this last probably 500 metres.
Yes, yeah.
With confidence. Sienna looks really strong there in third place, so she may be able to get up there for second place as well.
We know Kate Curry's very fast. Earlier in the year, we had Friday Night Lights, and she just dominated from the gun. And that was a 3 times 1,500 metre, and she was fast.
Yeah, she's definitely dominant this season.
She's really shown her class here today, coming down this home straight.
Yeah, fantastic. Look at this sprint off between the Aussie.
Oh my goodness.
And the Kiwi, Sienna McClay.
Here we go.
This is going to be tight. This is what we like to see. This is
where the lungs will be burning.
This is fantastic that finishing straight is that long as well. It's like, that is brutal when you can see the straight.
Can Kate Curry hold on for the win?
Here she comes.
They're coming back.
Oh, wow. Amazing. And Sienna to get up there in second place as well.
Here comes Kate Curry. Can she hold on for the win? Sienna is finishing very, very fast here. The Aussie in third, but Kate Curry will hold on for this win. Sienna second.
Yeah, that is very well deserved. Top 3.
Amazing race.
Absolutely fantastic. What a way to start this stream. I think that is really
Look
setting
how
the
much
precedent.
that hurts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's a very fast time as well. Remember, 6K. Here comes Scarlet Rob for 4th place.
Mighty effort by Scarlet Rob.
Yeah, amazing run by Scarlet. Oh, yeah. They look tired. Oh, and great support by the Australians. Actually fantastic to have the Aussies come over.
Yeah, we haven't had the
Just adds a different
Aussies.
dimension to the whole race. So really thankful for them to come. Thanks to the families who are probably watching. For supporting their kids and having them come all the way down to little old New Zealand.
We'll have to return the favour to them.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it's great to see. We haven't had a lot of Australian athletes come over for these types of races, so it's nice to see them support the event.
Yeah, it's great. And here comes 5th place. I believe that's going to be, so that's Bryn.
5th has already come through. I believe Bryn is 6th place here.
Oh, well done, Bryn. And there's 2:19. That's Eleanor Pugh. Great run by Eleanor. She's very strong this season. She was 6th at school nationals. There's another Australian. And some more Auckland athletes. Another Australian. Fantastic running by these guys.
You can see how much that hurts as they hit the floor as they go through the finish line.
6K is a long way. Here comes Bo Ritchie as well.
Oh, the Aussie finishing
Another
fast.
Aussie.
Oh, she's not going to hold her off.
Great running. So that closes out the top 10 there. So remember, there's 29 athletes in this. So, yeah, pretty good field.
That was an amazing race.
Numbers-wise, an amazing race to watch. And we're only just getting started. So the next race that we've got is definitely going to be a good one. We've got the under 20 men starting at 11:20. So we've got about 12 minutes. We'll just watch some of these the athletes come down after their amazing effort in the 6K New Zealand National Cross Country Championships. Remembering a lot of these girls probably haven't run 6K before. That is Ava Sutherland and Zara Pomfret.
What a great way to start off the racing.
Yeah,
the under 20 women,
exciting.
they really put on a display there.
They really did. And yeah, what I love, I mean, obviously everybody runs as hard as they can, but I really love watching some of the younger girls run because I really feel like they put everything into it. And
they run without fear.
They do run without fear, and it definitely stands out to me, particularly over a cross-country course. So well done to those girls. Amazing effort. All right, so I think we'll have a chat about the under 20 men, Dave.
I've got a few notes here.
I know you've got some intel, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been talking to my good friend George Wiley, who was more than willing to help me out with a few details about these boys.
Yeah, so George Wiley, he won the under 18s last year, so we mentioned some of the girls that won and have come up a grade this year.
Yeah, he has said he's battling a little bit of illness this week, but never count him out. He reckons he's the crowd favourite out there today.
A bit of illness going round, as I understand, which is why David, who was bronze medalist last year, is not competing today.
Yeah.
Run us through that, Dave.
Oh, bit of sickness. You'll probably call it me being soft, but
no, I think it's smart.
I struggle with a little bit of asthma, so I know that if I'm a little crook on the week, I just don't have the lung capacity to race properly and do something that I'm proud of.
Weather.
Yeah, so I've talked to Sam McLean and he's let me drop out of the race. But we're in for a fantastic couple of races coming up now.
Yeah, definitely. We'll just watch some of these other athletes come through. So that there was Taranaki athlete. We've got some more Auckland athletes. So I think you might be right on the Christchurch winning the regional. Sorry, Canterbury. But we'll have to wait for final confirmation. You can go to the live results.
We'll attempt to do that as well.
Pull up the link for you so you can pull those up yourself if you're interested. So if you go on the athletics events.co.nz, you will find the 2025 China Southern Airlines New Zealand Cross Country and Relay Championships page, and you'll be able to click on the live results. So that actually may be how you access this live stream as well, or it may be through YouTube. So just while we've got a bit of time, I'm just going to thank some of our major partners and supporters. These guys really help us put on events like this today and help Athletics New Zealand and runners to be here. So our major naming partner is China Southern Airlines, and then we've got Novotel Christchurch, where you can refuel in the heart of Christchurch after the race, wind down and treat yourself at either the Ibis or Novotel restaurants. Whether you're craving a relaxed drink or a memorable dining experience, both venues embody the warmth of classic Kiwi hospitality. So definitely check out Novotel Christchurch. And then our major partners and supporters, Matthews Eye Care, Puma, Douglas Pharmaceuticals, Novotel Christchurch, Abbott's Insurance, Medals Plus, The Hits, Red Bull, Christchurch City Council, and Pure Sports Nutrition. So thank you so much, guys, for helping us put on the stream today and the whole event. It is very much appreciated, and you can see that by how amazing that first race was. That really set a good precedent for the rest of the day. So next up, in about 7 minutes, we've got the under 20 men, which we will have a chat about quickly as we just watch some of these athletes come through after their amazing effort in the 6K. Under 20 women's. It's Wellington Harriers runner.
And a fast finishing Canterbury.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, David, run us through some of George Wiley's comments about this race, because I know there's a bit of competition here that we're...
All right, George, let's see what you had to say. He's put this into ChatGPT for me, so we'll see what it...
That's the difference between our generation and the younger generation, is we did not even think to do that.
They're going to completely put me out of a job. So we've got Joe Martin, fresh off a dominant 800, 1500 double at Nationals and recently committed to the University of North Carolina. He is fast. He's a 150, 800 metre runner, so you want to be careful.
So we really want to make sure that he is not in that top pack, really.
No, but I believe he was third place at the secondary school cross-country
so
champs.
he's got a lot of versatility.
He's got versatility, so I would be careful with Joe Martin.
So, Dave, will this also be one of the first times these boys would have run 8K?
Yes, I believe they complete 6K at the secondary school cross-country.
And Canterbury Champs.
And Canterbury... Canterbury Champs was notoriously short.
Okay.
So they probably did run about 6K.
Okay. Yeah, so again, stepping up another couple of K to the 8K distance.
Yeah, we've talked about George Wiley. We've also got the Australian Charles Barrett. He is a 14:05 5K runner.
An under-20 national champion too,
yes.
isn't he?
Quote-unquote major threat to take the win. He is a very strong runner. I think that's probably the fastest 5K we have in the field. We also have Corbin Holmes, the Tauranga-based cross-country specialist under CK, Craig Kirkwood. Often flies under the radar, apparently, but is a cross-country demon. And known for a little bit of Fortnite in his downtime. So,
there we go. There's another non-running fact. We like to inject those. If you have any of them, you're more than welcome to DM them to either me or David. We will try to include these non-running related facts.
I think one of the names that you really need to look out for there, he's going to be the tall blonde figure of Caleb Wagner. George puts it as just a dog, simple as that, built different.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would disagree with that.
Let me tell you, nothing rings more true. He took out the national title at the secondary schools, beating out Sam Roof.
Yeah, that was an amazing race. They just went at it from the gun, didn't they?
Yeah, and that was Caleb. Caleb, I believe, drove that from the start.
Yeah.
There was a bit of backwards and forwards, and then Caleb came home strong, which shows his strength over the long distance. He is a very accomplished triathlete.
Yes, yeah.
So he's coming in with some serious strength, and it wouldn't surprise me if he's capable of a sub-14 5K.
Yeah, I would agree, yeah. Definitely. Unfortunately, we won't know that today, but I guess on the track coming up, honestly, quicker than I felt like it should be, but it's August now. Track for us in New Zealand, if you're watching from overseas, starts in about December, so we'll start watching some of those really quick races then. Yeah,
but he'll be someone to watch today. I'm sure he'll want to make this fast and make it hard.
Yeah.
8K will probably suit him quite well.
Yeah, he'll definitely be looking for the win. The Aussies were quite dominant in our last, the under-20 women's race. So there you can see the three Aussies. So there's number 648, that's Caden Elliott.
Yeah, so we haven't spoke much. I've got one Aussie here, which is the Charles Barrett.
Think we have the full entry list, I'm afraid. So I'm not able to tell you who those other Australians are, I'm sorry. But I'm sure they are here today to have a really quick race.
Oh, so I can see Logan Tickle, 669.
Yep, we've got it. Well, sorry about that. Logan Tickle. And we've got Caden Elliott and Charles Barrett. So 3 Aussies there. My apologies. So we'll just tell you a bit about them.
In the meantime, we have Finley Oliver as well, who is another CK athlete. And he is known for his metronomic pacing. So we'll see how he takes it out. He'll be very honest, and I hear he's a bit of a maths wizard when it comes to the cross-country splits. So I like that in a guy.
So there we've got, so we're talking here about Logan Tickle. So Logan has a PB of 8:22 over 3K and 14:36 over 5K.
We also don't forget about Harry Witt, the Canterbury local legend. He's been running very well this season. He could be one to fret for the medals. He's been running very well, and I've seen him around the park. He's been training very well, so could be dangerous.
What do you estimate? Do you think there's going to be a big pack up the front, Dave? Or?
Well, I've got a feeling this one might go out fast. There's Caleb
I think
Wagner in the
Caleb
Auckland
Wagner will
segment.
take it out.
Yeah.
Auckland's got a very strong team. There's the Waikato Bay of Plenty team. They're also going to be looking for a win. They're very strong athletes.
Who have you got there?
Oh, I might have to go Auckland again.
Yeah?
Yeah, I might be digging myself a hole here again, but
I think I'll have to go for the Tauranga R&R.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can produce. They talk a big game, so we'll have to see what they can do.
yeah. So Dave, are all four of those boys coached by Craig Kirkwood?
I believe so.
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Craig Kirkwood is coaching Sam Ruth at the moment.
Yep.
And also Sam Tanner. So he's definitely got a really good strong training group down there.
Yeah, cult-like, some would say. They call them. What do they call themselves? The Mecca of New Zealand running at the moment. So
here we go. Here's the race has
very
begun.
true.
So we're going to watch, and I assume quickly the race will string out, very similar to the under-20 woman. Here's
we
all
go.
the runners. So this is a field of approximately
And that looks like it's gone out fast.
34 athletes. So a little bit bigger than the under-20 woman. A strong showing.
So is that Caleb Wagner that's gone straight to the front there?
Definitely.
No, that's Caleb Wagner that's in second place. It's
so
the
it's an
Australian.
Aussie, okay.
That must be Charles Barrett.
Yeah.
They've gone out fast. They've gone out very fast.
So remember Charles Barrett, he's under-20 national champ, so he's no stranger to winning. He's obviously got a tactic here, and that is to go out and go out hard.
That's interesting. Playing Caleb Wagner to Caleb Wagner. But Caleb has hit the front himself now. So
there we go. So Caleb Wagner, was he the winner of the World Duathlon?
I believe so,
Championship?
yes.
So he's very strong. He's no stranger as well to winning and also really grinding. So he's going to have a lot of strength. Biking gives you so much power and strength.
He's one of those younger athletes where I would back him to go up to the senior men and run just as well over 10K.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think 8K is really going to suit Caleb today. NZ Predict actually has Caleb winning with Finley Oliver coming second and Joe Martin third, followed by George Wiley. So we'll see how he goes on the Predict.
Yeah, so we've got these top two athletes. They've really strung it out. Will be fascinating to see if anybody joins them in the later stages of the race.
Well, it looks like they're slowly starting to close that gap. So it looks like it was a rapid start and they've sort of settled into a pace a little bit. The Aussies have gone to join, and then we've got a big pack of Wellington, Auckland and Canterbury athletes. But that tells you all you need to know. They're strung out straight away in the first 2 minutes, so it must be quick.
Yeah, definitely. So, Dave, tell us about your under-20 cross-country racing experience.
I don't actually have much because I sort of gave up the sport from 16 to 22.
Okay.
So I was doing more under 20 drinking
than
under 20 running.
Which
I
we
would
do
say.
not condone. We do not.
No, no. Stay in the sport team.
Yeah, stay in the sport. So obviously you're back now. What brings you back to the sport?
The love of it. I don't know. You sort of when you move away from running like I did, you start to get the craving again. You miss the competition and. Seeing all the familiar faces coming back into it has been over the last 6 years has been awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
It gives you a real reason to get out there and jog when you can go compete at these races at such a high level.
Yeah, and I think it's really evident here. Hopefully on the live stream, like watching these athletes, the passion that they have for the sport and the supporters as well. That obviously makes a huge difference, having people here cheering you on. And, who wouldn't want to be out here running on the grass this morning on a beautiful Christchurch day?
This under-20s race, this is world-class under-20s cross-country, in my opinion. With a lot of these athletes going off to the States after this will set them up quite nicely for handling those high-pressure situations when they compete in the NCAA.
Yeah, definitely. I think there'll potentially also be some recruiters watching this
Yeah.
stream as well. Because New Zealand is known for strong distance running and,
Yep.
and in particular strong cross-country running.
And our athletes that are coming through in the under-20s at the moment are looking very good. I think generationally, I can't say that word, this is probably the best I've seen of under-20s.
I mean, there's record after record being broken,
Yep.
right? It's like...
Not just by Sam Roof.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we don't have Sam Ruth here today, but we have got, we said, his training group and lots of other strong runners, Caleb Wagner,
Yeah.
who obviously
So that front pack seems to have slowed down. There's a big group of them now. So Caleb must have just put a foot on the brake.
Do you see that turn? There was a bit of aggression there.
Yeah.
People wanting to take that turn tight. Which,
You've got
fair
Harry
enough.
at the front there in the Canterbury singlet joining him to the side. So Harry will want to make this quick, I imagine.
All right, so let's look who jumps and
sea
who
of
goes round.
athletes.
It's honestly 50-50, isn't it?
Yeah, interesting. In my opinion, I would run through the hurdle. I think you'll just lose critical meters running around.
I knew you were going to say that because I would say the complete opposite. I would have run around that all day. I'm not known for jumping over things, but I think it just depends on how much you think you're going to lose by jumping, right? Particularly if it's high and you haven't got a lot of hop like me.
Yeah, and it's what's often not thought about is the physiological aspect of it. If you don't go over the hurdle, you probably do save a little bit of energy.
Yeah.
That you could use later in the race, but you have to make up those few meters.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we saw that in the under-20 women's. You know, Kobe Walker did lose a bit of ground, and Kobe and Sienna were able to come in for that first second. So, yeah, I think we'll see how it plays out for the men. But here we come through almost to the 2K.
So when they get back close to the finish line, we'll be able to tell you what they're roughly splitting.
So we've got, kind of blanket Aussies there next to Caleb Wagner, but they've all caught up to each other. So it's kind of gone the opposite way to what we thought.
Exactly, yeah. That's
it's interesting. They've kept them all in it, and it looks like they've slowed now. So they may just be waiting to kind of really rip it in the last 2K.
A 6:25 first 2K, so they're running at about 3:12s per K. Across 10K, that's about a 31:50. So it's still pretty quick. But knowing these boys, they're probably still reserving a little bit for that finish.
Yeah, definitely.
They've still got 3 laps to go, so it's a long, long race, this one for them.
Yeah, so a couple of Aussies leading that. We've got Logan Tickle and Charles Barrett. So Charles Barrett's run a 14:05 5K. That is pretty handy.
Rapid.
And Logan Tickle's run a 14:36, so that's very rapid.
There will be about 10 boys in that front pack, I want to say, that can go sub 15 over the 5K. So they're all boys that watch with about 2K to go. They'll want to start ramping this up.
Yeah. We've got all of that Waikato team there.
Yep, Tauranga R&R.
A couple of Wellington runners too. There will be enough for a Wellington team as well, I believe. So that pack, what would you say, about 12 runners in that pack?
Yeah, maybe even
more.
Maybe even slightly more, but yeah.
So really they're keeping a lot of runners in it.
Surprisingly, Caleb just hanging in the pack now. And now it's sort of being front ran by the Australian and Harry Witt. Oh, but I say that, and then Caleb comes out. And going over that mound there, that'll take the sting out of the legs.
Yeah, for sure. So tell us about Harry Witt, Dave. You've seen him training a bit around here?
Yeah, I follow him on Strava.
Yep.
And he is a very, very accomplished runner. I see him doing he did the Hagley relays and ran the 4K leg in 12 flat.
Oh, wow.
What was a flat course, but always pretty challenging in South Hagley this year. So to run 12 flat, that's 3-minute Ks. He's moving.
Speedy. We haven't talked about Jack Snedden yet either. from Auckland, so he's second there behind Caleb Wagner for the Auckland team. We will just pull up some information about Jack. So he's running fantastically. So Jack has a PB in the 3K of 8:35.
That's moving.
Yeah, really moving. So his 8K is quite far, but I'm sure he's had a great season over cross country as well. We had North Island champs as well, so I guess for a bit of context on what kind of leads up to this race. So we had North Island champs in Taupō probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and that's a really good indicator of how your season's going to go, I think. That course is quite hard. Honestly, I'd say it's kind of similar to this. Like, there's a bit more of a hill and a bit more packed trail, but it's like, packed grass. But I do think that it can be quite fast.
Yeah.
And then in the South Island, Dave, tell us kind of what goes on in the South Island before Nationals.
Well, we have the short course cross-country champs, which is the 4.5K that is ran around Rawati race course.
Yep.
So that's a bit sandy, bit undulating, but mostly flat. And then we move on to the long course champs, which for the under 20s is supposed to be an 8K, and for the seniors is a 10K, and that's dead flat out at Ascot Park, where the QE2 stadium used to be. And that's just on a golf. It's on a golf course. It's very fast, but we chuck in a couple of hurdles and it makes it harder. But it will be very comparable to what we've got going on here. So it'll suit the likes of Harry Witt. Harry Witt ran very well at the long course champs. They run the under 20s with the seniors, and he was leading the senior men out.
Oh wow!
And
Did
maintained
he win
that
for under 20?
He dominated the under 20 race, so he is in fantastic form.
Yeah. There's George Wiley as well, from Waikato.
He's looking good.
He is looking good.
Don't doubt him. He has a rapid finishing kick. So if George is there to go with about 500 meters, watch that man go. Here they come up to the hurdle, and they go around it again.
Yeah, again it looks like more are going round than attacking
This is
it now.
disappointing to see, fellas. Toby Tasker is not going to be happy watching this on the live stream. But still can't separate them. That top, 10? Just all there.
Yeah, so about 11 and then back to 12 and then 13, 14, 15 all there. So that's definitely kind of your solidified top 15, although there's that 16th runner just popped up on the screen who could get back. It's a long race. There's lots more kind of drama, I guess, to happen here. Anything can happen over 8K, like it is quite far.
Yeah, Auckland is looking really good for the team.
Yeah, Wellington is as well, I think. So, yeah, remembering if you've just tuned in, so this is obviously, it's an individual race, but also there are points and medals on the line for your regional team. And we've got some Aussies here as well, which is great to see because it just adds a different level of competition.
So Caleb Wagner's still pushing this pace along. I think he's not willing to let it go too slow, but
it'll be about the same.
Well, they went through the first lap in about 6:25, and they're coming up on the second lap.
So speed up a little bit.
My clock has stopped here at 12:14, but I imagine they've come through in probably about 13:05. So that is a similar lap. That would have been about 6:30 lap, so that's 3:15. Yeah. So they've still got the pace on.
Yeah, it's really kind of starting to go single file now.
Yeah.
They're all still together, but before we were kind of seeing that bunch pack, which, kind of led to a little bit of aggression on the turn. So it should be a little bit cleaner on all those corners now.
And I think that tells you what you need to know about the course. They're rolling out there at about 3:13s, and it's starting to spread the pack out. So that course must be a little bit chewed up. Those mounds must be harder than what we're giving them credit for.
Yeah, I definitely think so too. It may be harder on screen to really get an idea of how kind of steep they are as well, and also easy to talk about sitting down.
Yeah, when you've got to run through sand twice a lap, that really starts to hurt.
Exactly. Yeah, so we've got Caleb Wagner, 2 Aussies, and we've got 2 Waikato, another Aussie, and then...
So who's that second Waikato athlete? We've got George Wiley, and that might be... It's hard to see.
There's Caleb Wagner. He looks strong, but kind of, everybody looks pretty strong there. So number 205. I'll just pull that up for you now so we can let you know. That is Corbin Holmes. Oh, so we haven't really talked about Corbin yet.
That's the cross-country specialist.
Yeah, so he was 3rd in the under-18s last year, so he'll definitely be looking for another podium spot coming up a grade this year. And he, really looks strong, running next to his teammate there, George Wiley.
Yep, so George has said that he often does fly under the radar. So let's watch Corbin, see how he goes. He could be one to watch for these medals. And he is sat there in 3rd place, so he is making his mark in this field. And known to be quite a pace merchant, so he knows what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah, look, this is interesting what's happening now. So everyone was kind of together for, 4.5K?
Yep.
And now we're starting to see
swiftly
people
open
hurting because that pace has stayed the same. It potentially even sped up a little bit. And now we've got that kind of almost top 4, another 4, and another 3. So really, if you're in one of that 2nd or 3rd pack, you do not want to see that gap getting bigger.
No, your lungs will be burning, the legs will be telling you no.
Yeah.
But you've got to switch it into manual.
But Dave, you can tell us a bit about your race last year, because I do remember that you were not in the podium position, were you? And you did quite a bit of work to get yourself back there. So tell us about that.
No, yeah, I tend to yo-yo in cross-country races because your body's telling you, just drop out. You can DNF, and I've got a notorious DNF Dave to my name. But then you start to really feel yourself again, and you go, right, there's only 2 laps to go. You just got to grit it out for 4 more K, and the lungs start to hurt. But I was able to catch up on Ronan Lee, my brother, and beat him out for the 3rd place. But
Ronan's racing today as well.
He is, and he's looking pretty good. Connor Melton was the winner that year, and he is looking great for the senior men this year round. Been training very well. My training partner and flatmate. So excited to see how he gets on this year.
Yeah, so 2 of your flatmates are running today, aren't they?
Yes.
3.
3 of my flatmates, yes.
Yeah.
I've got Gabby Newman, Will Little, and Connor Melton. So we all live together. We've been training very hard for the last 16 weeks. So Will and Connor have had a very good lead up to this this national cross country champs, and Will Little taking out the North Island cross country champs ahead of Ben Otis by about 7 seconds. So he's looking very good. He's very eager to improve on his last 2 years' performances, where he's come down with a little bit of illness leading into the races. So he's looking good this year, and I think he'll want to take out one of those medals. Yeah,
so for some of these men, they'll be looking at, this is their last year in the under-20 grade, and they will be up against the senior boys next year. So they'll want to make the most of being in this grade, not only with their age, but also 2K less. Because remember, the senior goes up to 10K.
And Caleb again taking on that hurdle as the Aussie and Corbin go around.
Yeah, so I guess we saw in that under-20 women's race, jumping over the barrier probably gives you a slight advantage. So we saw 1st and 2nd, they always attacked that barrier. I wonder if it'll be the same.
I've got a feeling we're going to see the same thing. If the top 3 are there with coming into that last lap, it wouldn't surprise me if Caleb really attacks that hurdle and makes a gun for home. He has a fast finish. These boys have got to be wary that he is a very accomplished 1,500 metre runner. So I believe he runs a 3:46.
Yeah.
So you can't deny him over the last K of this race.
No, you can't count him out for sure. So here we're coming up nearly on 6K. And then we've got one more lap, 2K to go. Through all the bunkers, over the barrier again, up those little mounds.
Just one more time.
One more time.
As they come through that chute, Caleb Wagner leading it off with the Australian right behind him. And then Corbin in third, and then the other Australian just there. So I believe that's Charles Barrett in second.
Yes. Yeah, so they'll be really looking to kind of focus in now.
Yep.
Knuckle down, 2K to go. You really don't want to start thinking about how much you're hurting at this point.
Charles is now at the front, so he must be trying to push the pace a little bit. That's 19:37 through 6K. So they're really maintaining the pace here. They went through in about 13 minutes, 19:37. So that last lap was about a 6:37. Slightly slower than the first two laps, so it must be tough out there.
Yeah. So that top four there, 2 Kiwis, 2 Aussies.
And as they hit this corner, we might get an indication of who's feeling good with 2K to go. Corners like that can really take the stride out of your legs.
Yeah, that's a tight turn.
And you've got to get back up to speed once again. But I think George Wiley's spot on here with his training partner, Corbin Holmes, just flying right under the radar.
Flew really under the radar.
Don't worry, we caught you, Corbin.
Running. Yeah, we got you.
But who knows what these two Aussies can do? We've never seen them race before. So who knows? Can they finish very quickly? Or are they looking to grind out the two New Zealand boys?
Yeah, I think it looks like they're trying to kind of break away.
Would you say Caleb looks like he's hurting just a little bit there?
Yeah, I do, but I think
the shoulders are...
Yeah,
but he is a triathlete.
And he's kind of, I think, known to just keep on going, you know?
Yep.
Like, definitely grinds. And I think, he's honestly no stranger to running on the grass. I've seen him running at the Domain on the grass, on the infield. So he's also, like you said before, about your Canterbury boys practicing on the field. A lot of the Aucklanders have been doing that too, arguably in not as beautiful of a location as Hagley Park, but nonetheless getting on that grass and doing some of the Auckland cross-country series. That's a fantastic series to get you prepped for nationals. I understand you had a similar series of races.
Yeah, they went for almost a Tour de France type approach this year with the Canterbury races. Where they competed over 5 races and they were pointing every time they raced. So obviously top points for first and then second and third. I think it was a great format. We got a lot better turnout this year of athletes returning to more than one race during the season. Usually people just tend to turn up for the last race of the season, which is the Canterbury Champs. But straight from day dot, they were turning up for the races.
Yeah, I think having that point system definitely works, gets people along.
And that top 4's still there.
So that's James Weber there as well. He is from Queenstown Athletic, representing Southland.
And once again, just like the under-20 women's race, we can't separate these top 4 under-20 men.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Similar to the under-20 women's with the top 4. So they've probably got about a K to go.
Yeah, is it 2 Australians at the front, closely followed by Corbin and then Caleb. That must be a bit of a sign for Caleb that maybe he is hurting, because that bungee cord is starting to go there.
It is.
Starting to stretch, and we may have an Australian 1-2 here, but let's see what Corbin can do.
Yeah, and a bit of uneven footing there.
As they come through that sand.
Bunker, and now there's some mud, as you can probably see on the stream. So, yeah, a few different surfaces to kind of navigate, which is not fun when you're feeling tired.
And you can see that course there is a bit beat up.
Yeah.
So it must be tough on the feet. Your legs will be hurting, especially with only a K to go on an 8K course. You will be hurting in those legs. Lungs will be on fire.
Yeah.
And those Australians have really picked it up here.
Yeah, they kind of look like they're working together as well. Obviously, each of them will be looking for the win as well. But
So now we've got to figure out which ones we've got here.
Another runner has caught up to them.
Oh wow! From is that Taranaki? Nick Dobby.
Yeah, so we've got these two Aussies really looking strong, but oh
Nick
my
Dobby
God,
is coming
he
back.
Is coming. This is so impressive.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. Okay, all three of them didn't jump.
Caleb went over it.
Yep.
Corbin has just fallen off there.
Off.
But Nick Dobby is really making a surge in this last K. Can he get back onto these two Australians?
He might have played this perfectly.
As we come up to this final corner before they hit the straight.
If he can really go for it now, he could get them.
And it's going to be an Australian 1-2 with Nick Dobby in third.
Fantastic running by Nick Dobby. See, that is the beauty of cross country, isn't it?
Yep.
You can't assume.
You never
anything.
know what's going to happen.
You really don't. He played that really smart.
And here we come with about 150 to go.
You can see the hurt in their faces.
Looking great.
Turning
finishing
round.
strong.
Yeah, well done to the two Australians.
1-2 to the Australians.
It's awesome to have them here. It really adds a next level.
And that's Charles Barrett.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
And there's Nick Dobby. Fantastic.
Followed by Nick Dobby.
Running.
Fantastic running by Nick Dobby, leaving it there.
Amazing podium place.
First place for
Kiwi.
the New Zealanders.
There's
Caleb Wagner.
And Caden Elliott there from Australia in fourth.
And Corbin Holmes. It's come through in fifth. Oh, no, there was another athlete in between them. That's the second Auckland athlete. Auckland's looking good for the team title. Harry Witt.
Oh, and there we go. Qualifier to World Cross Country Championship. So that's something we actually haven't mentioned yet, Dave. This is a really important race to qualify for the World Cross Country Championships, which will be held in Tallahassee, Florida, on one of those fake cross-country courses I was talking about before.
The notoriously fake ones.
It'll be very fast, but tell us about the qualification to that event.
Yeah, so today in the under-20s and the seniors, the winner of the race gets a automatic qualification, a golden ticket. So Charles Barrett just took off with the golden ticket there.
So that is a big advantage for the Aussies to come over here as well.
Yes.
I'm actually not sure how it works when they go to run their national champs, which is in another couple of weeks.
Yeah, unsure about there, but I believe the golden ticket will override their national selection at their cross country champs.
Yeah.
But he's got his place at Tallahassee, so that's awesome for him.
Yeah, so that's a big deal to qualify for that. Obviously, you represent your country, and that's why there's a lot on the line today. It's not just about winning the champs, which it does add another level. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the golden ticket has been a factor before, or maybe it was a couple of years ago, but.
No, it's a very new. I believe it's just this year, right? That it's came into place. Usually, the New Zealand national first place winner will get automatic qualification, but they're still under the pretense of making their 10K time that the selection.
Yeah, so I
stipulates.
guess for this, cross country is less about time, isn't it? It's more about proving you can race, and that's where this is so different to track.
I don't think we talked about Nick Dobby enough there.
No, I really
That was
don't
a
think we did.
phenomenal performance
Sorry,
from
Nick.
Nick.
That was amazing.
I mean, he's an 8:26 3,000 meter runner, and he was up against someone like Caleb Wagner who can run an 8:10
Yeah.
3K. So,
Yeah, so
Nick Dobby really showed some strength there.
Really, really gritty. He went over to Aussie Champs last year, I believe. And he's committed to LaSalle. So we actually have a few runners from LaSalle University over in the States. It's in Philadelphia. We have Stella Hammond in the senior women. And we also have Tonga Mbumbo, who is an alum of LaSalle.
Yep.
And
LaSalle is notoriously a New Zealand school.
yeah, at the
now.
moment it really is, yeah.
I think, is Matt Hill there as well?
Yes.
And Charlie Hazlitt.
Yeah, so there's
is
a
also
few
there.
of them over there.
So we've got the senior men warming up now. They're on in about 6 minutes. I can see them all out the front here. Bag of nerves.
Yeah, so who have we got to watch in the senior men, Dave?
Wow, great question. There is plenty of boys here. I think you can't look past Ollie Chignall.
Yeah, he's been running amazing. And the versatility of this man. Sub 4 minute miler. He's just run a 102 for 9th place in half at Gold Coast. And he's run a 27.52 10K. So remembering the senior men is 10K. So 10K track times will correlate probably to
absolutely
an amazing race
They often
today.
say that the 10K crossy is very comparable to a half marathon.
Yep.
So being able to run a 102 is going to definitely help Ollie. You've also got Toby Golter, who is fresh off his World Unis campaign, where he competed in the 10K and the 5K. He got DQ'd in the 10K for a silly foot placement on the inside of the track, but he ran a absolutely amazing 5K heat in 14:08, really dragging the field round.
For third, wasn't it?
Yep. And then came through in about 13th place in the final, running the last 1K in about 2:29.
Yeah. Last 800, it was 1:58.
Yeah, so he will be one to watch. If he's still there with 1K to go, do not count out Toby Golter.
No, definitely
You've
not.
also got Tonga Mbumbo.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to be lightning quick.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of his workouts on treadmills.
Well, there we go. That's gritty enough, isn't it? If you're doing all your workouts on treadmills. Is there a reason for that? Or
I think he because he does his lactate measuring along with his heart rate. And apparently you can get a better result when you work out on the treadmill.
Yeah.
But I know on a treadmill he did an 8K at 250 per K, which is 28.20 for a 10K.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
So he'll be looking good here today.
Yeah, he's also no stranger to cross-country. He's a 2-time NCAA cross-country qualifier, which is really hard to do. Like, I think if anyone doesn't know, the cross-country system over in the NCAA and in the States is competitive and tough. So he knows how to run cross country. He's also run a 103. This is Tonga. He's run a 103 half and a 29.16 at Zatopek last year in the 10K.
We also have my flatmates Will Little and Connor Melton.
Yeah, so you know a lot about their build up to this race. Why don't you run us through that?
They've had a very strong build up to this national champs. A lot of threshold work. Very controlled threshold work, and then just leading into these last few weeks, just some quality VO2 sessions. So they're two to watch. They could definitely medal, definitely cause some disruption in here, and really unsettle that top three podium.
Yeah, for sure. I think we should also discuss the Aussies. So we've got William Garbelotto. He has run a 64 half. So again, another good half time there, which we said should correlate well to a 10K cross country, and a 7:57 3K. So he's got some speed as well. So we definitely watch out for the Aussies.
Yep.
We've also got Matt Hansen. who is also over in the States. He's run 3:47 1500 and a 30:07 10K. And then we've got Ryan Binskin as well, 14:26 5K. And Sean Harris, who's run a 30:02 10K and a 3:45 as well. So, yeah, some versatility.
And some other New Zealand runners to watch out for is Ben Otis, Oscar Baines, Ronan Lee, Chris Dryden, Daniel Belchin, and Toby Tasker and Cam Clark.
Yeah, this is really stacked.
It's a very deep field.
If you read the Athletics New Zealand preview, the word to describe this was stacked. There's that Auckland team.
60 men in this field, a rather large field for the senior men. I think last year was about 45, so 15 more than last year.
Yeah, I'd love to know a comparison of other years, like how big this is, because I do feel like not only is it a lot of runners, it's also stacked.
Yeah, and I think Canterbury's looking good for the title here. That Canterbury team is stacked to the gills.
Yeah.
I think you're probably looking at Tonga.
All in the top 10?
All in the top 10.
Yeah.
Tonga, Connor, Will, Toby Tasker, Cam Clark. That team is looking very, very strong. But that Auckland team's also very strong.
Yeah,
with Ronan
we'll
Lee.
just talk about Ben Otis as well. So we haven't really discussed, we've talked about track a lot, I think, as we're both track runners.
Yep.
And we've talked about cross country, obviously, but we haven't talked about trail.
And they're off.
And Ben has been having a fantastic trail season, so trail could really correlate well to great running today.
He was probably hoping for about 400 metres of vert here today.
That's true. Yeah, maybe not the vert he was after, but here we go. Anyway, the race has begun. It's already strung out to that first place runner there.
Who is in first place?
They've really taken that, probably to get to that turn, I think. Wouldn't you think, Dave?
Yes. Yep.
You want to take that turn, not too hard, not around other runners, because you could fall, particularly in this field of 58 runners.
So that's Ollie Chignall at the front there. He's looking to set the pace. It'll be interesting to see how Ollie wants to navigate this race. He's a sub-4 miler and he's a sub-28 10K runner, so he could probably dictate this how he wants to.
Exactly. He can probably just take the lead from Toby, who we do think that Toby might take it out. It would probably be in his best interest to take it out. He's definitely fast, but he has a lot of strength. He's proven that at the World University Games that has just finished over in Europe.
It'll be interesting to see what the flying has done to Toby, though, because he has just flown back from World Unis this week. So is he jet lagged?
Takes a lot out of you for sure. But yeah, he is certainly gritty, so I'm sure, he'll probably be
So
fine.
we've got Ollie, Toby, Will, Connor, T, followed by one of the Australians, and then Ronan Lee. So the usual suspects, closely followed by Chris Dryden and Oscar Baines there.
That 653 there, that's Sean Harris from Australia. So remember, he's our 30:02 10K runner. Here we see them going through this little sand pit, which you described yesterday, running near it, maybe not through it. But,
not through it.
It is quite soft. It will take kind of the sting out of your step a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, interesting. So Ollie's really taken it.
Ollie is not mucking around here. He looks like he wants to put on a dominant display. But he has Connor Melton there, and Connor Melton is the national champion, the reigning national champion from last year. Is looking very strong and has looked very good in training.
Yeah. I think let's just rediscuss for anyone that's just tuned in to watch this race what's on the line today. It's not just a national championship like last year, so Connor won the national champs, which is incredible. This year, the winner gets
a golden ticket.
Exactly.
So they're getting a golden ticket to Tallahassee for the World Champs in 2026 in January. They'll be wanting that golden ticket. Then they can just sit back. They don't have to worry about any other qualification. They're auto-qual.
And that really is the pinnacle for cross-country, isn't it? It's the World Champs. Cross-country is not an Olympic sport or anything, so World Champs is the top of the game.
U20, but it's very strung out. So early pace set by Ollie Chignall out of Otago.
All right, so we've still got Ollie up there in the front. It's kind of starting to string out, but remember this is a 10K race. So much can happen. I think we saw that with Nick Dobby and the under-20 men. You know, you really can't count anybody out. So even looking back to that second pack of the 4 runners there, somebody from that pack, they could just be taking it really smart and waiting till that last lap. So, we've got 5 laps, 2K. It's a long way. Although for some of these guys, they're experts over half marathon. But yeah, they'll be going quite quick. There's these hills to navigate, mud, lots of different surfaces, even this barrier as well. So it'll be really fascinating to see what happens here, who attacks that barrier. It's been interesting over the last 2 races watching the benefit of hurdling.
If I see any of Vin's boys go around this barrier, I'm going to be severely disappointed.
Yeah, tell us, we've got some steeplechasers in here.
Yep, so there's Toby Tasker in the field,
yeah.
he's the tall figure in the Canterbury singlet, probably in about 15th at the moment. He will be going over that hurdle, and he'll probably be the most efficient over the hurdle, I imagine.
Yeah.
But
I'll also do a shout out to my partner Darian Sorori, who is also a steeplechaser.
Yes.
He better not run around that.
Darian wanted me to point out that fun fact about Darian, he actually proposed to Holly exactly 1 year ago, and he says that Holly's still to get back to him with an answer. So
I will confirm that is not true. I said yes, but we have no wedding plans. So if you're worried you didn't get an invite, we actually just haven't.
And most of them have gone round. The Australian has gone over.
Interesting. All your boys went around, Dave.
Severely disappointed.
You're going to have to slap them later.
That is a beer fine. One beer fine tonight.
Do you think they will continue to go around?
I think they will. I think maybe on the last lap we'll see someone attack that hurdle.
Yeah.
But I think for now they're comfortable just going around it.
Yeah.
And I think once one person goes around it, the pack will just follow.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, if you can take the easy way around, particularly again, like I mentioned, this is 5 laps. It's a long way.
And Toby's there at the front, keeping this pace along. This is what you would expect from Toby.
I
You want to make this fast.
I forgot.
No, Toby went around it. Yeah.
Okay.
But there is a group up there, so that tells you the quality of this top 10. They're not mucking around. We're probably going to go through the first 2K in about 6:10, so that's 3:05. And you've still got about 10 men there.
Yeah, so here we go. We've got them coming through this long straight to conclude the first lap of the China Southern Airlines National Cross Country Championships.
And all the main offenders are there. Ollie Chignall, Toby Golter, Connor Melton, William Little, Tonga Mabumbo.
We've got Ronan Lee there as well. We haven't really discussed Ronan Lee.
Ronan Lee is fresh off a
year.
knee injury.
There's Ben Otis too, Chris Dryden.
Daniel Belchin, Oscar
Cam
Baines,
Clark.
Toby Tasker just hanging on, Cam Clark.
Swales, Tane Patel.
Extremely deep field here.
Max Taylor from Wellington.
Ethan Smolge, the 800-metre national champion.
There's Darian Sorori from Auckland.
Saxon Morgan.
Oh, yes, Saxon triathlete. We've got a couple of triathletes here today. It's great to have the triathletes come and do this. This is probably great training for them.
Yep, they love it.
So, just for anybody who's tuned in, Dave, let's discuss the weather here and the conditions.
Well, we've had no rain today, bit of rain during the week, so a bit of that course will be chewed up, but it is cold out there. I think we must be up to about 10 degrees now. So they will have warmed up by now.
There's no wind, which is amazing.
And nice beaming sun. So you might actually start to see over those last laps that the heat,
I think people
their body heat
getting
might
hot.
start to play a factor.
Which, I mean, Tallahassee in January, that's probably going to be still quite warm. So this is going to be a little bit cooler than that World Championships, which, remember, everybody in this race will be gunning for that.
And Ollie's
that top
still
10
leading that group there.
Everybody looks very strong. One Aussie in that pack as well, next to Tonga.
And just a sea of red as well with that Canterbury team. There is a strong bunch of runners in the Canterbury scene at the moment. And you're seeing that play out here. You've got in that top 4, that Connor, Will, Tonga and Daniel Belchin leading the Canterbury for the team.
Yeah, I think might be not too early to call that Canterbury's probably got that win.
You never know. Auckland is still
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Ronan and Ben Otis leading the charge from the Auckland
So interesting.
pack.
Did you see that Toby really took a very wide path on that bunker?
Interesting.
Maybe the sand is firmer on the wide part because
Perhaps,
it hasn't been
yep.
churned out. So maybe he's thought about that.
He's a very good racer, Toby, and he's willing to dig very deep. So
Yeah. I just want to emphasize again how stacked this field really is. Like, this is so exciting to watch. Like, I can feel my heart pounding. I don't know about you. I can't believe we're so lucky to watch a race like this and witness it
Absolutely.
here in Christchurch today. There's that top 10. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Well, it's
5,
really
6, 7,
9. Back to
Yep.
Chris Dryden.
Yeah,
in
Chris Dryden
10.
just off the back of that front group, but he's still there.
So Chris is in good form. He ran a pretty fast half.
A marathon
Marathon,
over
yeah.
at the Gold Coast. He was the first Oceania man through, and
Yes.
2:17. So
Yeah.
fresh PB for him by about 30 seconds. So he'll
Good
be
form.
in. He'll be one to watch
You'd
over
think
the latter stage of the
10K will
course.
feel so short compared to
100%. And I see him around the Hagley Park. He gets rolling. He'll do 20 odd K tempos, and he will be moving.
Yeah. So he's no stranger to this park, as are the other probably 4 runners in that top pack. All
Yes.
From Christchurch.
Yep. As they come round that corner there, just can't separate these top 5 boys at the moment.
Yeah. Back to probably about 7th becomes that little gap. 7th is Ronan Lee from Auckland, just returning from a knee injury, but having a great cross-country season already.
Yeah.
He did really well at North Islands. So he will be looking to get in that top 10 for sure. He was 4th last year. I think he'll be really happy. It's definitely would you say, a stronger field than last year? Or about the same?
There's a lot of the same offenders.
Yeah,
But I
they are
think
stronger.
the depth of it is insane. I mean, there are a couple that were missing last year in Ollie and T. But yeah, the depth is crazy out to about 20th. We've got very solid runners who can all probably run under 31 minutes for the 10K.
Yeah. Yeah, so what kind of times do you think we're looking to see here today?
Well, they went through probably in about 6:15 for that first 2K. So I imagine that's close to about a 31 minute. Now, I watched a little bit of Ollie race the cross country. I think Ollie's going to start turning this up with about halfway.
Yeah.
So let's see how he goes. He might start to really crank down on those Ks and run more like 3 flats, which would mean that we could be anywhere in the ballpark of about a 30-40
Interesting.
10K
All
over the
going
grass.
around the barrier again. So there's that top 7. So we'll just run you through that top 7. So we've got Toby Golter, Connor Melton, Ollie Chignell, Will Little, Tonga Mbambo, Ben Otis and Ronan Lee. So Ben is a Bays runner. Yep. He is actually from the States, and he's been having a fantastic trail season. He won the Woo 2K in Wellington. He's been overseas in Australia and run really well. So he'll be certainly looking to stay in that top pack and potentially get a podium.
And just
there.
overall a very nice dude.
Very nice guy. And he's going over to America to run the US cross-country trials in about November time. So this will be great practice. It's a long crossy season for him, having to maintain that crossy form and get over to the States. Also, we'll be looking to run against some of those guys where that golden ticket will be on offer.
And as they come through again here, finishing the second lap, still a pretty quick pace they've got going on here. We're at 12:20 at the moment, so I imagine they're going to come through at about 12:35. That lets me know that they've probably just maintained that first lap pace.
Yeah.
12:35, what's that? They're probably running about 3:08s, 3:09s.
And they'll be really starting to
So
feel.
12:40, so they're running 3:10s.
We're back to-
Connor Melton right there at the front. And Oscar Baines coming through there with Chris Dryden right behind him.
Teammate. Then other Australian. So
Ronan Lee has fallen off there.
he's got that top 6 now.
And Ben is still maintaining on the back of that pack. He's probably actually closed that gap a little more, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I think so.
Let's see how they come out of this corner. And Ollie's still just sort of dictating the race from the front. That lets me know that Ollie's probably feeling pretty good out there.
3 more laps to go as well. So
Yes.
a lot can happen, I think, as we saw in that under-20s race.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's watch how this lap plays out. I imagine if I'm in there and you're thinking, okay, we're moving pretty quick. It's 3:10s, but now's probably a time to really start to pick it up. You don't want to be hanging around with some of these boys with a K to go.
yeah, so you'd be really thinking of something.
Will Little has a 4:03 mile to his name and is a dog.
Yeah.
He can really finish quick.
Yeah.
You've got Ollie Chignall, sub-4 miler. You don't want to be hanging around with Ollie for a sprint. He was third at the National 1500 metre champs this year, behind Sam Roof and Sam Tanner.
Yeah.
And no, not too far behind. And he was finishing quick, so watch out for Ollie
Yeah, he's
finishing
got a
over the
lot
last
of speed
500.
in his legs.
T's still there. He's looking good. That classic white cap of his that he always wears. I had the pleasure of actually having that cap thrown at me at Timaru 10 last year when he started to undress himself slowly as he got hotter and hotter through the 10K. Arm sleeves came off, then it was the hat, and the hat just caught me in the face.
Yeah, so it's probably a bit warmer today than that Timaru
100%.
10K champ. That was freezing that day. So a lot of runners will be stoked about that, running in a little bit warmer conditions, because it is a bit hard. However, some of these athletes are very used to running overseas, cross-country seasons, and they can be really cold. So some athletes prefer running cross-country in the cold, but I'd say today's a really good mix. It's probably about 10 degrees.
Yeah, and we're just starting to see Ben Otis and T just slowly drop off that front pack and leaving it to a group of four. Which is Connor Melton, Will Little, Ollie Chignall, and Toby Golter. So
yeah, so Connor's got a lot of speed as well, over 1500 as well.
yes, Connor is a 4:04 miler.
Yeah.
And a 8:03 3,000 meter runner. So he's got some speed to him.
Yeah, and previous champion.
Yes, Connor will want to get this done before 500 to go.
Yeah.
I imagine. So Connor will probably start to try push the pace, maybe 3K out, and see what everyone's got.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's Ben kind of dropping back for that 6th place, but still quite a clear top 6 coming round this bend. There's some more runners running
Corbin
down the
Striker
hill.
from Christchurch Avon there.
There's Max Taylor from Wellington.
That's Robbie White from Whippet's Running Project. All running very well.
Yeah. Still got 3 laps to go. Oh,
And here they come for their their 6th time through a sandpit.
yeah, when you put it like that, it's...
And that
Yeah.
will sting the legs.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe not Ben's. Ben knows how to navigate those
Yeah.
trails.
Yeah. Ben just wishes it was a 200 meter long hill.
Yeah.
But he's still looking strong there. He's getting on the back of Tonga just
Yeah,
there.
if those two can work together, that would be what I would be thinking
Yes,
if I was in
yep.
that situation. Like, let's work together and get back up to that top 4.
Yeah, come
or
up
at
to the
least
side of him.
maintain where you're able to still be within striking distance coming into
Yes.
that last K and a half, probably.
Yep.
Depending on your strengths, like particularly for someone like Ben and Tonga to some extent, they've got a lot of endurance.
Yes.
So they'll want to still be really holding on to more of those guys that have got a lot of speed.
And Connor looking very strong here, just hanging out at the front there. You can't separate these 4 at the moment. Interesting to see how they're feeling. They're halfway through, over halfway through. The lungs will be burning and the legs will be telling you no.
Yep.
But your mind's got to tell you yes.
Yeah, you're no stranger to that, are you?
And they're all opting to go around the hurdle. It's a shame. What a pity. There will be some words after the race.
I'm sure. So 2 of your flatmates there.
Yes.
And then,
Bag of nerves this morning. You could cut the tension with a butter knife.
even yesterday. but I mean, there's a lot on the line. That golden ticket to Tallahassee,
Yeah.
plus just winning national champs. Like that's a big deal.
It means a lot to them. Look, I've been crook all week, and I felt like a second-class citizen in my own flat. They've had me wearing a mask. They all jump into different rooms to avoid me, and I've had to isolate in my bedroom watching Love Island for the whole week. So
That doesn't sound too
I've
bad.
binged about 20 hours. These boys, doing whatever they can to make sure that they're 100% on the day. We're starting to see here that Will Little is just slowly dropping off here. Will needs to really work and get back onto that front group. So we do have a top 3 at the moment, which looks like it's being led out by Ollie, followed by Toby, and then Connor.
Yeah. So Ollie, if Ollie wins this will be his 14th national champion medals. So he's got junior titles to his name, under 20 cross country title.
He's won this championship in 2018 and 2021, and he'll be looking for a third one today.
Yeah. He's medals in the 1500, like we mentioned.
And they've maintained that pace. So they've gone through in 19 minutes for 6K, so that's still 3:10s. So it looks like it's a slow grind, and everyone's just struggling to stay on that pace. And Will just letting that gap form. So he'll be fighting some demons there. But if he really just gets his head around these last 2 laps, he can quite easily make up that distance.
He certainly could. So if Connor wins, this will be his 8th championship medal. So remember, he won cross country last year. He's a silver in the 10K at the end of last year.
Yep.
Silver in the 5K.
Bronze in the 5K the year before. He's a very accomplished runner.
Yeah, very accomplished. Silver under 20 men's 8K.
And that's Dan Belchin, you can see on the screen there, followed by Toby Tasker and Cam Clark, the sea of red that we like to talk about. All looking very strong. Cam Clark, another training partner of mine. He's training very well.
So he'll be looking for that top 10, won't he?
Still very young.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Cam Clark's got a lot of years left in those legs. So we just have Ollie, Toby, and Connor, with Will closely following behind by a couple of seconds.
Yeah, so Will really needs to not let that bungee
No, you
board.
don't want to be in that no man's land. It's a tough place to be. You will be fighting those forts.
Yeah, and those thoughts can be pretty scary.
Devastating. Absolutely devastating.
Yeah, so those 3 look really strong, don't
We'll
they?
see how they go over the mound. That's always a subtle tell.
To me, the mound doesn't look like it's really faltering them that much.
No. All 3 of those boys seem to handle that mound very
and look,
well.
they're going straight through the bunker now, so different to Toby's first technique, going kind of on the outside. And there's Will going through the bunker.
Ollie looks like he's really putting the pace on him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but he does
looks very
look
comfortable.
tired. No,
No.
but none of them do, actually.
That's that classic Ollie Chignall, just expressionless at the moment. I think he's ready to just keep ramping this pace up a little bit. But you cannot underestimate Toby Golter. Toby might look like he's hurting, but he'll just keep hurting, keep battling through that pain.
Yeah.
He just never switches off.
Ben and Tonga. So that'll be your 5th and 6th runners. So they'll really want to be. Remember, in the under 20 men's, even if you're out in 5th and 6th, so much can happen over the last 2 laps. We can't count them out, although, to be fair, these 3, they know how to work.
So there's Ronan Lee on screen.
So that'll
Little
be
bro.
8th.
Ronan Smith, as we like to call him. He's lost the last name. Oscar Baines closely following him.
Great run by Oscar.
Yeah, owner of the Front Runner Colombo. So a very big staple in the running scene down here in Christchurch. I've had a very big part to play in the setup of this course in North Hagley.
Oh, yeah, tell us about the organising committee. For listeners.
So the LOC, it's the main offenders are John Ingalls, John Gamblin, Victor, and Oscar. And they've come up with a really nice course here. I think they've managed to blend the fast with the hard.
Yep. And so much work goes into this. So much.
They've been working all year. I see them at the Canterbury committee meetings, and they're never short of a word. Always very tired from the LOC admin that they've got to maintain, and a lot has gone into producing this race. There's Cam Swales.
Just want to reconnect with that group there. You always want to be running in a pack. It makes it so much easier.
So Connor Melton hitting the front here.
This is interesting. I mean, I would do it if I was him too, I think, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Like,
this is where Connor will want to make this a race. He'll look to try stretch him out over 3K to go. Connor loves a hard grind home.
Yeah.
He did this again to all of us last year. We were all there with him, and then he just slowly started to ramp it up, and it got quicker and quicker, and everyone just one by one dropped off. So let's see if he's going to do the same here again.
How's his training going as your flatmate? What have you seen?
He's looked very good. I fought in training. I've probably been trying a little bit harder than him in some of the VO2 sessions, and you can kind of tell because he never seems out of breath, whereas you're trying to catch your breath. He's just recently been over in Europe, so he was saying that he was still feeling the effects of...
Is he able to maintain his training over in Europe?
I believe so. I believe he got some good running over there.
That's very impressive, isn't it, to be able to travel like that?
Almost like a heat camp, because it's about 30 degrees. And there they go around that
barrier. I don't think we're going to see jumps from these top three today.
Fellas, please. Just one time.
Yeah, so after this we've got one more lap.
They're coming into their last lap, so this is their fourth
lap.
lap.
It's gone so quick.
It is rapid.
I'm sure they probably wouldn't agree with me saying that.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah.
But Connor's really setting the pace here, and Ollie seems to be happy to let him dictate that with Toby right behind. So you just really can't separate these three. They just keep going tit for tat at the moment.
Having Ollie and Toby right there behind me would scare me, though.
It would,
it
yes.
would be quite terrifying.
Would. You've got Toby Golter, who's a 13:47 5K runner and a 28:58 10K runner. So very accomplished over those longer distances.
Yeah. And in probably the best form of his life at the moment.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
But so is Ollie. Like, you know, that recent half is just, incredible.
Yeah. So here they come through for 8K. We're looking for 25:20 if they're maintaining this 3:10 pace. So let's see what they come through on.
So just a reminder, we've got Connor Melton, we've got Toby Golter and Ollie Chignell there in second.
So that was a faster lap. That was more of a 6:14, so that's 3:07. So they have ramped up that last lap.
And that's probably thanks to Connor Melton, isn't it?
Yeah,
he
Connor
really
looks to be driving this.
Fourth place, coming across for the last lap is Will Little.
This, again, we've been spoiled with some racing
we're
today.
so lucky. So in fifth place, we've got Ben Otis, crossing the line now for the last lap, closely followed by Tonga.
And Connor is just... It looks like he's stretching them. It's hard to tell, but it looks like he is starting to stretch this pack out a little bit.
Yeah, this last lap, it's going to be blistering. I think it's going to be
I'm nervous
so
for
quick.
him. I'm nervous for him. There is going to be plenty of beers consumed tonight if Connor Melton can win this. The flat will be up and roared. We'll be having a great time.
I think, to be fair, this top three is also quite solidified as well, but
Yes.
I know there's so much more to it than the top three placing. We've got that golden ticket on the line and just a national championship gold medal. That means a lot.
I know how much that golden ticket means to Connor.
Yep.
He really wants to solidify his place in that New Zealand cross-country team going over to Tallahassee, and he's looking fantastic. He's again one of his athletes' face just expressionless.
Would that be his first time representing New Zealand?
At a senior level, I believe. Yes, I believe he's representing New Zealand at a junior level, but he does want that black singlet now.
Yeah, and we've got Toby, of course, has just come off representing New Zealand at the World University Games, and Ollie Chignell has represented New Zealand.
Ollie Chignell has represented New Zealand at the World Cross Country Champs. I believe that was in 2023, the Australian.
Australia, yeah.
Yep.
So there's
This is interesting.
three.
Ollie's just off the back there, maybe grimacing a little bit.
Yeah.
And Toby's hitting the front. So this is very impressive from Toby because he has come off a 10K, 2 5Ks in probably the last 8 days.
Yeah, that has to be mentioned, plus an international flight.
International flight, and he didn't back away from the training this week. I follow him on Strava, and he's still committed to the grind.
Yeah, thank God for Strava. Strava, it's
Keeps
great.
me informed.
Yeah.
But Connor Melton, here's Will Little,
Will.
just coming over the mound, but Connor Melton has hit the front again. I don't know the last time we've seen someone go back-to-back at the National Cross Country. And Connor is looking like he is going to do it. Ollie Chignall is just falling off the back there. There's Ben Otis. This is exciting. My heart is absolutely going.
Well, you've got a lot on the line too, right? Your flatmate.
I know.
One of your best friends.
He is looking amazing.
He looks incredible.
He was very nervous this morning, very quiet. He always is a little quiet, but
that's
very
what gets
quiet.
him in the zone. I think I've learned that about him now. You just need to let him be nervous because it's how he channels all that energy here into the course.
And he's looking at the last K. He just needs to work a little more to get Toby off of him. He doesn't want to be faced with a sprint finish.
No, and he's got a couple more bunkers to navigate.
Don't want to leave it to chance. So
not the hurdle, they're running around it, but still running around. And then these tight turns, like let's not underestimate those tight turns. They can take it out of you a bit too, particularly at the end.
He is looking phenomenal. There goes Connor. He's just really winded this up on them. Ollie has dropped off there in third.
Toby's still there.
Toby's starting to struggle. Let's see how they handle this this hurdle now.
Probably 800 to go here.
Yep.
So this is going to be quick. It's going to be quick.
Oh, they will be feeling it now. You just have to tell yourself there's only 800 meters to go. Don't let the legs tell you no. Don't let the lungs tell you no. Make sure that head's telling you yes. And Connor is really starting to stretch this field. He's looking unbelievable here. Toby is hanging in strong.
That's fantastic.
What an absolute animal.
So last year, Connor ran 32.08 in Hawke's Bay. So a very hard course, that one, with the hill and the mud. So this is going to be quicker. And I'm sure Connor's only going to speed up from here. Just got to get around that hurdle. This is super exciting.
Let's watch him navigate this hurdle. Go over it, Connor.
I don't
know. He's going around it.
He's going around.
Oh, another.
Why would you risk it at this point,
That's
right?
another beer find there, Connor.
And there comes Toby as well. He's not too far behind.
No, but Connor is just looking absolutely phenomenal here. He's just picking up the pace with every stride. He's really starting to stretch the boys out here. Unbelievable.
Just about to come around that turn into that final straight, which is quite long. You can see the finishing chute in the archway from quite a while away. But this is kind of Connor's bread and butter. He's a fantastic track runner. He'll just go for it. He's got it. Even though he knows he's winning at the moment, he's going to have to go for it.
Fantastic 1500, fantastic 3K, 5K, 10K. National 2024 cross-country champion, and it's going to be again here, National 2025 cross-country champion, booking that ticket to Tallahassee, the golden ticket. He just looks phenomenal. Look at him go. Driving those arms, pumping those legs. He's unstoppable today.
He is so unstoppable. This is insane. Toby looks really good as well. And there you can just see Ollie as well. He's driving the arms.
Enjoy it, Connor. Enjoy it. That is absolutely amazing. Connor Melton, once again, back to back. When have we seen that? There you go, Connor. Give it a smile.
2025 national champion.
Pump
Connor
those arms.
Melton.
Followed closely by Toby Golter. Fantastic run by Toby.
Excellent. And here comes Ollie Chignall as well. Yeah, definitely that last 500 looked so tough. He really hung in there. That was an awesome run by Ollie. I think he'll be happy with that, like to get on the podium as well.
Yes.
You can't really ask for much else in this. As we said, this field is absolutely stacked. There he is.
Ollie Chignall, third place.
Probably about 32 minutes.
Connor being greeted by his girlfriend Garby Newman,
who's about to run as well. Oh, good camaraderie.
And we have
by those
Will
two
Little
as well.
in fourth.
Fantastic.
There we go for Will Little.
I think Will will be happy with that too. Yeah.
Yep. He'll be happy to get top 5.
Yeah.
He would have loved the medal.
Yeah, because he was 6th last year.
6th last year. And I believe it'll be Ben Otis coming through the finish line now.
Great run by Ben too. As we said, good practice for him before he goes over to the States for their national trials.
And Taonga there just hanging on for 6th place.
Great run by Taonga as well. And there comes Ronan Lee as well.
Is that?
Is it?
No, that's the first of the Australian men.
So that's the first race that Aussies haven't been in the top 4.
Yes, yep. And there's Ronan Lee there. Well done, Ronan Lee. Fantastic run from him.
Amazing.
And Oscar Baines. Great run from Oscar Baines there.
Yeah, that's fantastic running.
Fast finishing Chris Dryden as he pumps those arms. Go, Chris.
The 2 UC athletes.
Very nice running from Chris Dryden there.
So those UC athletes won't contribute to the Canterbury team, will it?
No.
Okay. So can you just run us through how it works for the teams?
The teams are compromised by about 8 athletes, and it's the top 4 that score.
Another Australian.
And there's Toby Tasker from Canterbury. So Canterbury, that rounds out the Canterbury team, I believe. So Canterbury will win the teams race in dominant fashion. There you have Dan Belchin,
Great
more
run by
known
Dan.
for a marathon runner,
Yeah,
followed
amazing.
closely by Cam
Well, that
Clark.
rounds out the Canterbury team, or probably already had been
Already
rounded
has,
out,
yeah.
Or maybe they've got 2 teams.
They could,
Yeah.
they would have won
Yes, because
first and
there's
second.
Cameron Swales as well, also
Well-
representing Canterbury. That would be the second Canterbury team.
Great race from Swales.
Another Aussie.
I don't think they can legally put 2 teams on the podium.
Okay. There's some more UC athletes.
And there's
We've got-
Ethan Smolge coming through. Oh, Saxon Morgan, and followed by
and
Ethan Smolge.
So Ethan's an 800 metre runner. So
800 metre specialist.
10K is tough when you're an 800 runner.
Liam Chesney, Tame Patel.
Fantastic.
Fantastic running. I cannot stress how great that was from Connor Melton. He will be buzzing.
And I'm sure there were some battles back in the, for
Tram O'Callaghan coming through.
this top 10. Oh, there's Connor with his golden ticket. He'll be
Look at him.
absolutely stoked.
Look
about
at him.
that.
Oh, lap it up, Connor. That is a fantastic run from
Oh,
you.
here comes Darian Sorori. Great run by Darian.
Nice running by Darian.
The Otago athlete there. Wellington had a really strong showing as well, with obviously Toby Golter in second. And that's Lorcan Rabbit. Well done, Lorcan.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who came second in the teams race out of Auckland and Wellington, I believe. Canterbury would have taken that first place. There's Toby Golter on screen. He'll be happy with that second place after all the travelling he's done this week. But, yeah, cannot stress fantastic racing from Connor Mellon. He just looks unbeatable at the moment.
Yeah.
He will
He'll
be loving
so
that.
stoked going into track.
Absolutely.
Run us through how do you think track's going to play out for someone like Connor, who's now racing a cross-country race in January?
So, talking to the boys in the flat, they won't focus on any of the track races.
Okay.
They're going to go straight to cross-country.
Yeah.
So, we'll now need to go bag that qualifying time of 29:30 over 10K.
Yeah.
And both of those boys have a 10K race planned in Australia on September the 23rd.
In Melbourne, right?
In Melbourne,
Yeah.
on the... is it the Formula 1 Grand Prix course?
Yes, yeah, Albert Park.
Yep, so they'll be looking to go one better there by running great over a 10K on the road, probably looking to go under that 29 minutes, solidify their spots in the team, and then they'll look to just focus purely on the cross-country training.
So will Connor still run that race, that 10K?
Yep, he'll go
okay.
over there. He's already booked his flights.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that was Connor Melton with Saxon Morgan, good friends, talking at the finish line.
Well, that'd be good to get another race in the leagues, like a little bit closer, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, so they'll do that race in Melbourne, and they'll probably double back for the Timaru 10 in October.
Yep.
With road relays in between, so Whippet's running project is looking very good
Yeah,
for the
so
road relays.
road relays, there might be a few unfamiliar people with road relays here. Road relays is very competitive. I know I myself, all my training is working towards road relays.
Yes,
so
yep.
Teams of 7 or 8.
This year it will be 7
Yep.
on the fielding course.
Over how long is the total course?
Well, it's a mixture of like 9 to 11K
70
legs.
or
So you're
80?
looking at about 70K.
Yeah, and it gets really competitive.
Absolutely, absolutely
Yeah.
it
Dave
does.
and I are actually rival clubs.
Yes.
But we have come together today to produce this amazing live stream. We have put our differences aside
Yep.
to work as a team.
Yeah, Whippet's notoriously just the natural predator of a Whippet is a cougar.
Yeah, I think, you boys, you'll have a really good race.
Yep. There will be Whippets, University of Canterbury, and the Bays men, the Bays Cougars men,
Yeah.
all looking like they might take the 1, 2, and 3 at
Yeah.
the road relay. So that'll be one of the next big events that all the boys will be focusing towards.
So that'll be good training for those boys who are still looking for that qualifying time for World Cross.
Absolutely, yep.
And yeah, it's a fun event as well, being a part of a team. Like obviously cross country, we've talked a little bit about the teams. It's an individual sport as well, so having that team element always helps. Definitely getting that camaraderie.
I wonder if we can get Connor in here for a little bit of a chat.
Yeah, that would be great. I can see Will Little. I'll let Dave go off and grab him because it'll be awesome to get him on here to chat. While we wait for him. We can see that Connor's on screen actually doing an interview, so maybe we'll get him on at some point. But let's just discuss the women's race. So the women's race is on in approximately about less than 10 minutes. So we actually might be cutting over to the interview. I'm not sure. Okay, well, we can only guess what Connor's saying. Dave, what do you think Connor's saying right now?
He's saying, very good race. Something along the lines of a Connor Melton speech, but I just know he'll be chuffed with that. He was very nervous this whole week, and that'll just be the greatest way to tick off the week for him. It's been such a long build.
Not just the week, I reckon the whole year for him. I
think we started the build about 16 weeks ago where we really started to put the circle around the date today and say, right, that's the focus, and everything's been in the lead up. He's been training like a beast. 150k weeks, week in, week out.
It's great to get some insight on training because there may be a few people watching this today who don't know about periodization of training and things like that, and what it really takes to build up to this.
So we had a little bit of a different approach this year. Sam McLean, our coach, he coaches Connor Melton and Will Little. We sort of went for let's start at a little bit more at a sub-threshold pace. So more like that free 10 pace. So the true threshold's probably close to the free flats for the boys. But we started at the free 10s, built the volume, and then started to build the pace down. And then close to the time, we just circled some dates on some key workouts.
Yeah.
And one of the key workouts is what we like to call the 265 362, which is 2s and 3s at 250 pace. And 6s and 5s at about that free flat pace.
Okay, is that on the grass or
on the road with 345 floats?
Yeah. So did you guys take any approach to do anything on the grass or mostly?
No, we went for a completely road approach pretty much. But in that session, Connor, we went for about 30-45 for 10k, and Connor just looked smooth. Connor and Will were starting to really burn down to about 255 on the threshold paces, and that's when I knew these boys are going to fly at National Crossing. They're going to be hard to beat, and they're definitely going to be in there for that top 3. Yeah,
I think what you've just discussed as well really highlights the importance of having a training group as well, right? So you can collectively look at this date, look at how you're going to get there together, right? So again, yes, running is a pretty individual sport, but really success comes from being in a group, working together, which... in Christchurch especially, you guys really have that community down here, which helps you be really strong, and I think that's exactly why Canterbury won the championships.
Yeah, we've got a group, a 10-strong group where we all get out for training sessions together. We do everything together, and we all just try to bring each other up. We uplift each other. If someone's feeling poor in training, then we all just get involved, and we say, look, you might be feeling poor this week, but next week you're the hammer, someone else is the nail. So we do have that camaraderie, and I think that's a massive part of the sport for us.
100%. Yeah, you've definitely kind of collaborated and made that great community, and it really, really shows. I mean, 2 of you in that top 5, and then Canterbury pretty much putting 2 teams across the line in that top 15.
Very similar to what the Bays Babes girls have done in Auckland. As an individual as the sport is, it is very much a team sport when it comes to the training.
100%. Yeah, it's super important. Speaking of girls, let's talk about the senior women's. So senior women's is back to a bit of a smaller field compared to the men. So we had 58 men, there's 28 women. We have probably some quite interesting runners here. I think considering the fact that a lot of the runners from last year are actually not here this year. So runners that we do have here is Lisa Cross and Katrina Andrew, who were in that top 5 last year. Hannah Prosser won last year. I think we're going to see another US-based athlete win, potentially today.
Yep.
And Hannah Gapes. I think Hannah, you really, really have to talk about how she's an NCAA All-American. If you don't know what that means, basically she got 8th place at cross-country nationals. I discussed about Tonga being a 2-time qualifier to the event. Getting 8th place, that is a very, very impressive accolade. Arguably, probably the best accolade of anyone racing today.
Absolutely.
So she runs for NC State over in America. So she's got a 5K PB of 15:47, 8:48 3K. She's blisteringly fast. She'll certainly be looking for a win in that golden ticket, which is why she'll be back here. I mean, obviously back to see her family, but getting that golden ticket, just as Connor showed.
But do not doubt Lisa Cross,
no.
the
What
41-year-old.
Yep.
Just getting stronger by the year. Recently, that 1:13 half.
Yeah,
she could be the one to really give Hannah a good race.
She could, and I absolutely loved her post-race interview. She told everybody that she had her foot stomped on by a horse, and she was still able to go and run PB 1:13. That is a very quick time. I think she proves time and time again that she is an absolute beast. So, also we've got Katrina. We're just going to pull up some results from the last 2 races, and we'll go through that again. But yeah, Katrina Andrews, just quickly, she was 2nd place last year. So here's the results from the under 20. So we've got Kate Curry in that 21:40, then Sienna McClay 21:41. So ended up being quite a close race, didn't it? And then another 21 minutes 43 from Kobe Walker in Australia, and then Scarlett Robb a little bit back in that 22:03, but she'll be really happy with that. And Bryn Gordon 22:46. That kind of rounded up that pretty strong top 5 that we saw for most of the race. And then we had Eleanor Pugh, an amazing 22:50. Another Australian runner on 22:55. And then Poppy Healy, newly minted Whippets Running Project member, on 22:56. And then Ariel Grant, 23 minutes. And Matilda Cole, 23:02, which rounds out that top 10. Very impressive running from those girls. Some of them will be up in the senior grade next year, so I'm excited to see how they go.
Yep.
So you can see some of the senior girls warming up now, getting ready.
And in the under 20 8K race, we have Charles Barrett, who took out the win in 29:59, closely followed by his Australian counterpart Logan Tickle in 26 flat. Nick Dobby from Taranaki, that we didn't cover enough of, came through in 26:05. Very good run by him. Caleb Wagner, the early favourite, 26:10. Caden Elliott, 26:10, very close behind Caleb. And Corbin Holmes, the Waikato Bay of Plenty Tauranga R&R boy, 26:14. Jack Snedden, 26:22 from Auckland. Harry Witt, the Canterbury local boy, 26:27. Max Doherty from Wellington, 26:30. And I'm going to butcher this name. Padraig Heffernan from 26:34 from Australia, rounding out the top 10. Closely followed by George Wiley from the Waikato Bay of Plenty.
Yeah, some really great times there, and again, fantastic to have the Australians over to really push the Kiwis, and also looking for that golden ticket opportunity as well.
Yep.
I'm sure there'll be a bit of a role reversal. I think there'll be some Kiwis that go across the ditch for the Aussie Championships.
Yeah, I believe Connor is actually going to go over to, is it Hobart? For their national champs, representing, or is it Oceania champs? In conjunction with the Australian champs, I believe. So he's going to go represent New Zealand there. There's
your Australian girls. So we've got Tiana Setter, we've got Alexandra Schultz, Layla Likiatos, and Alice Oakley Kerr. So some of their 10K times. So remember, this senior woman is a 10K race as well. So Alice Oakley Kerr has run 35:34 over 10K. She's also a steepler. So we'll see if she jumps over that hurdle. Not many jumpers in the men's race.
I really hope she goes over that hurdle.
And then we've got Layla Likiatos, who ran 35.38. There's the field there. So, well, let's talk about Becky Aiken head there. Number one, she has just had a baby.
Yes.
I think she had the baby in about March, April. This will be her first race back, I think. Correct me, sorry if I'm wrong about that.
First
Becky.
race back. Very accomplished track runner.
Very accomplished. I think we calculated she had so many national championships. I don't have the number here.
The mile New Zealand resident record of 4:33.2.
Oh, sorry, she's got 20 New Zealand championship medals. She's represented New Zealand 4 times, and she's got a PB in the 1500 of 4:11. So she's blisteringly quick, and it's great to see her back out here today.
There's the Otago girls there. That is Becky right there, 5:24.
And another Becky there as well. Becky De La Harpe, 2 Beckys.
So it'll be interesting to see how Becky goes here today, because she has had the baby recently. So we'll see.
So impressive. I mean, there's definitely something to be said about that mum strength, isn't there? We've watched athletes like Eleanor Pereira come back. Genevieve Lacaze, she's come back as well. So it's definitely can be done, but definitely I'm sure is not easy to do. So good on her. I think
the power of the mum.
We've also got a couple of other athletes. So Caitlin McQuilkin-Bell is an interesting one. So she's actually from New Zealand, but she's based in Australia now. So she is still representing Auckland. She's run the last 3 years in a row. So she loves coming over here, so it's great to have her back. There's that Canterbury team.
Yeah, so that Canterbury team is looking strong for a medal. You've got Saskia at the front there with, I believe that's Lahana. To the left of Saskia is Tamara.
2 twins there.
You've got my flatmate Gabby, the ginger hair girl behind them. She sends me all my recipes every week that I've got to cook. Kiri
also Connor's
Aiken.
girlfriend.
Connor's girlfriend, yep. So that team is looking very strong. But that Auckland team is also...
let's talk about Carrie. So she won the Challenge Series, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, the Canterbury Challenge Series. Yep. Here we go. The race is about to begin. So, again, very much looking forward to this race. We saw it in the senior men's. The last lap was insane. Yep. I think we're going to see this again today. I think there's going to be quite a bit of dominance, probably by Hannah Gapes and Lisa. But, yeah, we really can't count anybody out. Like, cross-country is interesting. Things happen. People feel bad. People feel really good. So
you just never know on the day.
You never know. So again, we're looking for the winner to get that golden ticket
over to Tallahassee
World Championship. So there's a lot on the line for some of these girls.
And straight out the front, it's fast right out the gun.
Super fast, yeah.
That's the Australian.
Aussie, and then closely followed by Hannah Gapes and Saskia
Cosgrove. So Saskia has looked very good this season. She is the Canterbury Long Course champion. Has been training very well and has put together a very good block of training.
And there's Lisa Cross as well. I do think Lisa, she may end up hanging back a bit, I think.
Yeah, she's a very measured runner.
She's very measured. She's smart. She's calculated. And I think I'd be scared if she was behind me.
Yeah, she's not going to rush into going out fast and getting unsettled. She'll find a nice rhythm, and she'll probably looking to pick up a couple of men's athletes as the race strings out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that there.
6.56 from Australia.
6 is Tiana Setter. So she's just run a 1:13 half.
Wow. Okay.
That's speedy.
We've got some serious talent in this field.
Yeah.
Tamara Reeves there, currently sitting in about 5th place. She's just ran a 16:04 over the 5K for a Christchurch Avon Club record.
Oh, wow.
So she's on fire.
Very good form. That's very quick, isn't it?
Yes, 16:04. I mean, sub 16 is where you're really starting to look at that sort of sub-pro pace for a female.
Yeah, so she was over in the States, wasn't she, on a scholarship in Tulsa? And yeah, recently run that record. So that was May, I think.
May 31st in Germany. So
she'll be really looking to hold.
So she's
that
moved
position
through there into 3rd place.
Saskia's gone out with a really good amount of
Yes,
confidence.
there's
That's
one
awesome.
thing about Saskia, she does not run with fear. So
Okay.
she'll be
Love
up there
that.
and
I love
she
that.
will just give it a good go. But she is very strong, so I've seen her running around. She has been training very well.
Yeah, so again, she would have run this course yesterday. I know Hannah Gapes ran this course yesterday, so they'll be very familiar. We'll just remind viewers, if you've just tuned in, it's not a flat course here today. You might think that, but we've probably all underestimated the little mounds, the bunkers,
Yep.
the jump, which you do have the option to run around, so please do not think people are going to get DQ'd if they go around it,
Yeah.
like a normal
Just
race.
please don't run around it.
Yeah, Dave really wants to see people run around it.
You've
And
got to go
so do
through
I.
it.
Yeah. We've seen that pay off, but we've also seen majority of the men's field, particularly in that top 10, not jump over it. So kind of different. Like the under 20s, the women who jumped over it, they prevailed.
Yes.
Same with the men.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, we saw early on with Kate Curry. Kate Curry used the hurdle to her advantage on the last lap, just really driving into it as the other two girls went around it, and was able to form that gap that was ultimately the decider.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was the second that split them up right at the end. So
Yeah.
that it can be used, that hurdle, to really make your mark where you need
It
to.
can. Also, I believe that this is probably the most quickly strung out races of the day. They've really taken it out.
Look, sorry, we're just being distracted by some Whippets boys.
So some silly Whippets boys.
It's.
I think they might think they're on the live stream.
I mean, Jack
not
Payne.
sure.
Jack Payne is here today, so we are all in danger.
But yeah, do you agree that this is probably the most quickly strung out? Like lap
Yes.
1,
They must be motoring.
they are motoring. Like we'll get the split for you. But yeah, they've really gone out with commitment. I think I said this about the girls before. They go out with no fear.
Yeah, and I think it's very telling because you do have Lisa Cross in there, who is that 1:13 half marathoner, and she's already maybe about 5 seconds back.
Yeah, and I
so that
don't
tells me
think
that is
that's
quick.
a bad thing.
No, I think it's a good place to be.
She's smart. Again, like I said, this is her being there. Do not think she's going to stay there.
No, she won't. She won't let it rattle her
No.
at all.
But yeah, another 1:13 half from Tiana Setter from Australia. That's speedy.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Dave, you'd mentioned before, we think that a half kind of does indicate your level in a 10k cross
Absolutely, yeah. They do compare the 10k crossy to running a half marathon on the road. So here we go. Who have we got going on the outside?
Oh yeah.
So Hannah Gapes and
two
Saskia have
jumpers.
gone across.
And then one Aussie around the outside, Tamara around the outside.
Lisa Cross around the outside.
Interesting. Wonder if we'll keep seeing that. I do think it's smart. Hannah will be used to jumping over things.
Yes.
From American cross-country courses.
Yeah.
I don't think they're often as high as that, but
Unfortunately, I think we're going to see more of it today. John Gamblin, the setter of the course, will be frustrated seeing them go around the hurdle.
Yeah.
He's used to it, though. Everyone in Canterbury does it when he puts out the hurdles.
I'm interested that it's an option. Is that kind of standard now in cross-country?
I think what we need to do is we need to start making it more of a 20-metre run around.
Agreed.
To really make them think about it.
Or like a really big hill next to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put it right next to a mound and see if they'll go around.
So we're just coming in for the close of lap 1. Remember, these are 2k laps. We've got 5 laps total. So 1 lap down, 4 laps to go. It's strung out very quickly.
This must
to the
be
top
quick.
2, with Tiana Setter from Australia, Hannah Gapes, American-based, but originally from Rotorua. And then back there in 3rd place is Saskia Cosgrove-Drayton, the local legend.
The local legend, yep, and Whippets runner.
Whippets runner representing Canterbury.
So this looks like it's going to be a quick start. They're going to come through just over 7 minutes for the first 2K. So
3:30s.
about 3:33, 3:34s.
Yep.
It's a very quick start. Saskia, Tamara,
Reeves.
followed by Lisa Cross. So watch Lisa Cross. Let's see how the gap maintains or increases around
We
Lisa.
also haven't talked much much about Katrina Andrew there, back for 5th place. She was 2nd last year in Napier at the 2024 cross-country champs. So, yeah, that she'll be also looking for a podium.
Very solid runner.
Yeah, and she's also smart, will hang back there, I think, so we can't count her out. I'd just really like to thank, again, our sponsors for this. Like, we can't do this without our partners. So, China Southern Airlines, thank you so much. One of China's premier international carriers with direct flights from both Auckland and Christchurch to Guangzhou. China Southern Airlines connects New Zealand travellers to a vast global network. We've also got Novotel Christchurch, where you can refuel in the heart of Christchurch after the race. So if you are watching, you can go and have a meal at the Novotel, wind down and treat yourself at either the Ibis or Novotel restaurants. Then our major partners, thank you very much to these supporters: Matthews Eye Care, Puma, Douglas Pharmaceuticals, Novotel Christchurch, Abbott's Insurance, Medals Plus, The Hits, Red Bull and Christchurch City Council, and Pure Sports Nutrition. Thank you again to those supporters. So we've just got these top 2 here. What do you think's going through their heads at the moment?
It'll be hard to tell. It looks like they are pushing quite fast, so I would say...
like, they look kind of relaxed, though. Like, both of them are very
Yeah.
fit, probably in some of the best shapes of their life.
They'll just be trying to settle their breath, settle the nerves, get into a rhythm, and just let the next couple of laps tick by. They'll want to just be as easy as possible with 3K to go.
Yeah, you really don't want to be thinking about being in pain at
No,
this point.
you want to get to, in a 10K crosser, you want to get to 5K feeling pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
You don't want to already be blowing the lungs and the legs feeling tired, because that last 5K is going to be a hard grind home. There's Kerry Aitken from Canterbury.
So Hannah hasn't run a race, at least that I can see, on World Athletics since March. So the last race she did was her 16:07 5K at Raleigh Relays.
Yep.
And on the 28th of March. So yeah, she may be if she hasn't raced in a while, I think it could be hard. But also she might have had some good training, a good training block to get really confident for this race.
Yeah, well, she's in her first year over at the States, is that correct? Or second year?
I believe she's a sophomore.
Because they tend to sort of, don't they tend to sort of red card that first year?
Yeah, they can do, or you might want to save your eligibility, you know.
Yep.
If, so red shirt, you can tactically kind of red shirt for a season later.
She's put a gap in just now.
She really has, yeah. So we kind of
blink
thought
and you'll miss it.
This might be, a bit of a dominant display out here. Being an All-American in Division 1 cross country is really an incredible accolade.
Yep.
She has a lot of experience.
She's starting to drive already, so she's not mucking around. She's probably told herself, right, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling comfortable, time to really put the pressure on. And she's done that.
Yeah. Yeah, so she is a sophomore. And she's just, ever since, being there. I mean, before she went over, she was a great runner, but she's really upped her game over there for sure.
Yeah.
And obviously been coached by an amazing coach and have a great team. I think, again, we'll talk about the benefits of having a team around you.
Yep.
That's what the benefit is of that US college system. Which we saw, like someone like Toby Golter went over to the States, second place in the men. There's a few alumni and or current US scholarship runners here today.
We've got plenty of fantastic New Zealand athletes that are over in the States at the moment.
Yeah, heaps. However, there's lots of runners that stay back here.
Yep.
And also have, I mean, you were here, like Connor stayed here, Will stayed here, so...
but then you have the other way. I mean, you went over to the States, Cam Avery.
Yep.
So there is a benefit of going over the States. You're in a world-class area, facility.
Yeah. You get, everything, like all your travelling paid for.
Yeah. What's that experience like?
Oh, it's incredible. Like, you getting your college paid for and the people you meet and getting to compete at some really top level, that was probably the biggest eye-opener for me. Is like, I mean, in New Zealand we're often just racing other New Zealanders, and the fields are quite small. We're lucky enough to have the Aussies come over like they have today. That definitely adds another dimension. But over there, oh my god, like starting a cross-country race especially, like talk about like Lehigh, for instance, like there's 300 400 runners in that, and it's insane experience when you're used to getting on the line with 28 other people like is today.
And what's it like trying to come back into the New Zealand running scene? Because we've got the likes of Tamara Reeves in this race, who's sitting roughly 5th place, and she's sort of just finished that collegiate career. What sort of challenges do you face when you come over?
It's a really good question. I think there are a few challenges. Like, obviously, you're entering the races yourself, and you're sorting out all the logistics around the race, like getting to booking your accommodation and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot more things to think about than just turning up, getting on the bus, and driving to the meet. And then also, I guess navigating those smaller fields. There's a lot of eyes on you. The commentators love to talk about they've been in the States, and like potentially there's some added pressure from like having that experience. So I know like I found that quite challenging. Other athletes have told me they find that challenging.
Yes.
But also I think the great thing about coming back is you reconnect with all your friends, like people you ran with in school, and reconnect with that community. So I think there's good and bad, like anything, right? And it'll be great. It'll be interesting to see what Hannah does. I mean, there's some athletes that go pro when they leave. So somebody like Kimberly May, for instance, she's going pro, but she may come back for something like this in the future. I know she's very track focused at the moment, but obviously we've got that golden ticket on the line, which is why Hannah Gape's here, coming through for
dominant
her second
display.
lap. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit slower this lap.
So we said that first lap was probably in about 7:06. So we'd expect them to come from in about 14:12 if they're holding pace. So it looks like it has slowed up a little bit. It must have been a very fast start to the race as they split probably about a 14:20. So
and she looks comfortable, right? Like, and she,
well
she
in
doesn't
control.
have to do much now. I mean, there's those girls are there, but I think if she can just hold that pace, she'll be in for that golden ticket.
It'll be good to see now, because now we've got Lisa Cross coming through, so she's really starting to make her mark in the race.
So
closely followed by
third.
Tamara Reeves, then Katrina Andrew, and then the next Australian.
So there's a bit of a gap now. It's really strong
Then
out.
Saskia, who was up there with the top 3 right at the start. So she's just finding her rhythm now. Then we've got Becky Aiken, the mother, leading the next pack with Kerry there. The runner from Waikato and a runner from Wellington.
And another Australian. And then Lahana Reeves as well.
Rounding out that group.
Another Australian. So some great running there. It's good that pack's there with Becky Aiken.
There's Bria Roderick, the Whippets runner. She's a triathlete, best known for her triathlon accomplishments. But Hannah Gape's still out the front here.
Dominant, really dominant display, and looking so comfy. And again, it is really hard to be out there by yourself, so she'll really have to just dig in, think some good thoughts. She'll probably be happy she's back in New Zealand for a little bit. Her family might be down here watching.
What do you do here? You're coming into your 3rd lap. You've got, 3 laps to go. Do you just find a nice rhythm for the next 2 laps and sort of consolidate?
Yeah, and I think you've got to be thinking about that golden ticket as well, right?
Absolutely.
Like, that's what would be on my mind. Probably golden ticket and then post-race food, post-race meal.
Yes, looking for a sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. But there's definitely a lot to be said about being out there on your own. It's a very dominant and impressive display. Behind her is that Tiana Setter from Australia. Hey, how cool to come over here and run so well. But she's being hunted.
Yep, she's being hunted by the dog, Lisa Cross.
She really is. Look at her, grinding up those hills, doesn't even falter.
Lisa, I believe, is the president of TTT runners.
Oh, there we go.
So you'll have a lot of TT runners probably watching this live stream, cheering on Lisa Cross. She's looking strong.
She's looking very strong.
Yeah.
I know she does. She lives down in Pukekohe, so she does
Yes.
lots of good training down there. A few hills.
I had the
close to the trails.
I had the privilege of going over to the Oceania Champs last year with her when we went to Fiji, which was quite an interesting experience to say the least. But Lisa is a great woman. She's very cool, very fun. Yeah, you wouldn't think she was 41 years old. You think she was in her 20s. She's got a lot of energy.
She's got a lot of energy. And I believe she took a bit of time off running and came back to it, or at least running on the national stage.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is, again, like you had done yourself. Like, maybe there's something to be said about that, right? You can get fresh and come back and train really hard, and I know she does train really hard.
Well, that's the thing I would say to a lot of young runners is if you maintain a certain amount of just like basic running, you can always make a return, and I think Lisa is probably a great example of that.
100%, yeah.
We're just
and come
maintain
and run your
fitness.
PBs, you know. Definitely, like, you've got so much endurance, like, in your 30s, 40s, like, that's where you can dominate over courses like this, 10K, your half, even full marathon.
Because the actual competition side can be quite draining. If you're competing week in, week out, or you do a lot of competition, it can sort of get to you.
100%, especially when you're racing the same people. Like we said, the fields are so small.
Yeah, we're a niche community over here in New Zealand, but a strong community.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you can definitely see that here today. Like having this 28 strong field, it's super impressive.
Yeah.
People coming back from the States to run. We've also got Stella Hammond, who's at LaSalle. We mentioned LaSalle before. Has some really strong alumni and current athletes who ran today. Yeah, incredible. Also have Jess Wright, so we've got a couple of babes. That's my team. So Jess also competed, well, she's from America and competed over in the States. There's Jess, actually, as I speak of her. She is based in Christchurch now, but representing Auckland there, which is awesome to see. And then we've also got Liv Gold as well, who's from North Harbour Bays, and she's also just run a really quick PB in the 10K, which is great over in the Gold Coast. So yeah, definitely some great runners who'll be having a lot of fun back there, or maybe not currently, but I think they'll be enjoying themselves.
Yeah, it is getting quite hot out there. These women, they've probably been dealt the hardest race of the day, I would say.
Churned up course now.
Churned up course. It's 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's getting pretty hot. But Hannah Gapes is just doing a great job here of just stretching out this field.
Look, so Lisa's now in second. She's past Tiana Seta, so like we said, she's smart. She
Don't
just
doubt her.
Hung back there for that first lap or two. And now she's just going to do what she does best, just grind by herself pretty much. She'll have Hannah in her sights, I think. But the gap might be getting a bit big.
Yeah,
Again,
we're coming
we
into
can't
2
really
laps
discredit
to
it.
go.
Yeah.
And Hannah doesn't look to be faltering. It's not as if Hannah's slowing down.
No.
I think she's picking up the pace.
I think also something interesting is that this is 10K. Over in the States, the max race is 8K.
Yeah.
So 10 is still quite far for a lot of these girls. Like Lisa Cross, Tiana Seta, like half marathoners, it's not too far, but particularly your 1500 metre runners, like this is where I'd say that it's particularly for women in the 10K crossy, you see less 1500 runners or track runners in this because it is just quite far. But yeah, here comes Hannah Gapes, an exceptional just display of dominance. You can really see she's a cross-country runner through and through. I mean, fantastic track runner too.
We came through in about 14:25 the last lap, so I think she's picked that up. I think she's picked that up ever so slightly.
Very impressive by her to do that.
And just no one coming through that straight just yet. So that just shows you how tough Hannah Gapes is making this for the rest of the athletes.
What would you say that lead is?
That is,
500 meters.
it's probably
like,
looking at about a minute long, right? Like, she's
Yeah.
really put on a dominant display.
really.
But there is a fantastic race here for second place. I
Oh.
mean, Lisa Cross has ran through the Australian that was holding second, but you do have Katrina Andrew and Tamara Reeves that are just closely followed behind.
Yeah, a great race like back there for that top 10, right?
Yeah.
Like these girls will be really wanting to stay in that position.
So you cannot discount these girls coming
No.
through. I mean, it wouldn't take much for that gap to just quickly swallow up in the last 2K when the legs are really starting to feel wobbly.
Auckland team's looking strong.
Yeah, Auckland with second and fourth at the moment
Yeah.
with Katrina Andrew. Tamara leading the Canterbury team, coming in 6th place at the moment.
Yeah, so you really, this is probably the most interesting race in terms of how quick it went out.
Yeah.
And then kind of the suffering that occurred from that.
Yes.
Which, yeah, is kind of thanks to Hannah Gapes just taking it out like that. Saskia as well was up there. There's a few more Aussies coming across
Here
the line
comes
now.
Becky Aikenhead.
Becky looks great.
Kiri Aiken, yeah. And the Waikato Bay of Plenty running right behind her. And then Lahana Reeves, twin sister of Tamara Reeves. So I think that is the Canterbury team at the moment.
Yeah, so
With Saskia there as well. Saskia's just slipped back a little bit, but that'll create the team. Brea Roderick again there. The triathlete, she'll be strong
there's another
with 2
Aussie.
laps to go. But Hannah Gapes,
Wow.
just making it look easy.
She really is. Yeah.
But let me tell you, it's not easy.
It's so not. It's actually arguably harder just doing it there by yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
It's definitely, the weather's starting to warm up a little bit.
Yep. We're stripping off the jumpers over here.
yeah.
There's a sweat on.
The sun's coming. Well, the sun's always been out, but it's definitely kind of quite strong at the moment. It's really stunning conditions for anyone who you can probably see it very easily on the stream. There's no wind at all.
That's the beauty of Christchurch is you're going to have a great day when there's been a frost in the morning.
Oh, true. Yeah.
If it's 1-2 degrees in the morning, usually you get a nice bluebird for the rest of the day. And we've been absolutely spoiled
We've
with
been
the weather
blessed.
today.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you, Christchurch.
Best city in the country,
He says, as an Aucklander.
arguably.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I kind of tend to agree. Sorry, Auckland, but yeah.
There you have it. Future Whippet.
Breaking news. I don't think so. Any Bays girls who are watching this, don't worry. I will remain a Bays babe through and through.
I'll be working on the registration for the rest of the day.
No. Here comes Lisa Cross down that hill, looking stronger than ever. So quite a gap. I think we've determined probably over a minute by now.
Yep, over a minute, I'd say.
However, you never know. There's Katrina Andrew,
Third place. That's
Second
Auckland,
Aucklander.
2 and 3.
Yep. Great running by those two. So, yeah, they were in the top 4 last year.
And the Australian looks to have just pulled out here.
Oh, no.
Or just giving it a little bit of time. That shows you how hard it is out there.
It's so tough.
She was there with Hannah for the first lap and a half. That shows you how fast Hannah was making
Yeah.
that start of the race.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to get perspective on Hannah right here, being by herself.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. She makes it look easy, but
It's not easy.
no.
No.
So we've got Hannah Gapes in first, followed by the 2 Aucklanders and Lisa Cross and Katrina Andrew, and then closely followed in fourth by Tamara Reeves,
Yeah.
which is oddly close to what NZ Predict had. Let me check what he had. He's pretty good at this.
Nice work, Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas, if you're listening to this, you're probably out on the course at the moment. But he's guessed Hannah Gapes first, Lisa Cross second, Tamara Reeves third, and Katrina Andrews fourth. So we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, he might know something about Tamara that we don't, maybe. You
Yeah.
know, he's
He'll be at the Whippets Ball later tonight, a very prestigious event.
shout out the Whippet School.
And I'll have to chew his ear off a little bit about some of his predictions because he's done a fantastic job.
Yeah. Very wise. Very wise.
Wise beyond his years.
All right, there's Hannah. She's going around the barrier. Honestly, fair enough to her. I would.
Yeah, at this point in the race,
She's ahead.
with a commanding
Why
lead like
would you
that,
jump over
why would
it?
you risk an ankle
Yeah.
sprain, anything
Yeah.
like that? It's a smart move.
Yeah, very smart. Yeah, excellent running here. You can see some of those other athletes on the other side. In fact, that's Lisa Cross. So she is, 2 minutes ahead. There's Katrina Andrew.
It's a big
There's
gap
the
now.
Aussie. And there's Tamara Reeves. So it's a massive gap. 1 lap to go.
Yep,
Yeah.
coming up with 1 lap to go. So she's holding steady here, Hannah.
Yeah, pacing excellent. I wonder if she's wearing a watch. Or she'll at least be looking at the time as she comes through.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
Yeah. There's Lisa. In the sunnies. It's bright out there. I think sunnies was a good move.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, wise.
Wise.
Liz Cross, wise.
All right, there's Hannah. She'll be stoked to be coming in for her last lap, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure she'd rather she was finishing right now. But
Yeah.
1 more lap is better than 2 more laps.
So 28 minutes through 8K would have been 3:30s. So she's probably sitting at about that 3:34, 3:35.
Yeah, that's the supporters here are really cheering her on. Like, being out there by yourself,
Yeah.
you really want to support her.
So she's made this a very tough race for everyone else in the field. She's holding about that.
Broken them.
Yeah, 3:34 pace per K on the cross country like this is over
Yeah.
10K is no joke.
Yeah. There's Becky Aitkenhead. Recently had a baby.
And running strong.
Running super strong.
It wouldn't surprise me if we start to see her over the next couple of months start to really make her
100%.
mark again.
Yeah, definitely. She'll be back for track, no
Yeah.
doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of those senior women are looking at Becky and going,
Yeah.
she's got a couple more track seasons in her. She's going to...
100%. Well, I think we've seen more recently, like, some of the girls, late 20s, early 30s,
Yep.
having their best seasons ever.
Yep.
You've got Laura Nagel doing that. Like, it's very inspiring. I mean, I'm getting to that. You're getting to that
Yep,
now,
yep.
too. We're getting to our 30s.
The 30 club.
And, yeah, I think particularly over those longer races, like, when you have season on season of hard training, hard racing
Yep.
on your legs, like, it really builds up and makes for some excellent runners. So
Yeah, I think we're seeing that more and more in running
think
is that
so, yeah.
athletes are maintaining their peak well into
Yep.
their 30s. So you do see a lot of these athletes really starting to peak probably around 33, 34 to be
Yep.
fair. And they just get stronger, wiser,
yeah,
probably more
exactly.
resilient.
More resilient, smarter. Yeah,
So-
like Lisa Cross, she had the option to run in the Masters, but of course, why wouldn't you run in the senior women?
Exactly.
You're
So that
running
gap is
for
about
silver
a
right
minute
now.
and a half.
Okay.
A minute and a half gap there. Lisa Cross in second.
Be interesting to see how that's maintained or not over the last 2K.
And then closely followed by Katrina Andrews. There's probably about a 7-8 second gap between Lisa and Katrina. That, dare I say that Katrina is starting to slowly close on Lisa.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? I mean, she was second place last year. She beat Lisa last year.
Yep, really.
So,
Wow.
yeah, Hannah Prosser was first.
And then Tamara Reeves just there, closely
Yep.
followed behind. I think that gap has probably slightly opened up between Katrina and Tamara. So that tells you that Katrina's really starting to wind this up.
Yeah.
Does she have second place in those legs?
Yeah, so here's Hannah. She's got a few more bunkers to go.
And then Becky.
And Becky's running great next to the Australian there. So,
Fantastic.
yeah, it's awesome to see.
As cheer on these ladies as they come through, 2K to go. They'll be feeling it.
So Hannah will probably have about 1,500 to go. She'll be really thinking about that golden ticket. She probably doesn't know the lead she has at the moment, I would guess.
No, she's probably not focusing on it too much. Maybe she's
no.
using a couple of course markers
Yep.
and checking and checking again the next lap, but I'm
Although
sure
some
she's
of
confident.
Some of the loop backs, she probably can see the other runners. So
Yes, yeah. So there's Kerry coming through from the Canterbury team.
And then before you go, there's Honey coming through from Wellington, who's also been doing a really strong run there.
Yeah, this is fantastic running. And there's Lisa Cross again, just
Here we
also
go.
she'll be focusing. She will probably know that it's not too much of a gap between her and Katrina Andrew,
Yep.
her Auckland teammate. she will be wanting to hold her off to get that second place. I think first is.
So
dare
let's
I
see
say
if
it,
we can
nearly
see
unlocked
that
now.
gap. Where is that gap? So
yeah,
there she is.
okay.
That's probably about 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's a fair amount. Again, though, we saw in the under 20 men, a lot can happen in that last lap.
Anything can happen with 1,500, 1K to go. The legs can tie up, and if you're feeling good, a 330K could quickly turn into a 315.
Yeah, it could.
And she's looking strong over that
She's
mound.
looking really strong, yeah.
Don't count her out.
No, definitely not. She's had some amazing results over cross-country as well, like dominant cross-country runner. So she's no stranger to a course like this.
And here comes Hannah.
Through that bunker, let's watch and see her footing here.
This is unbelievable running.
Yeah.
She's probably got about a K to go.
Yeah.
Less than a K.
Lisa Cross there. Again, we still think that minute 50?
Probably about a minute 45 by now, I would say. There's Katrina
Andrew.
Andrew looking very strong. On the hunt.
Yeah, they're both hunting them. Yeah, Katrina's got Lisa Cross in her sights.
Yep.
You know, that probably makes it a bit easier. You look up, you can see her there. And there's Hannah. She's just got that one turn. Then she'll go around the barrier, we think. I mean, she's gone around the barrier the other times.
We know.
And then that long straight. Yeah, we really want to see our supporters cheer for her here. I think there's the most supporters here that we've seen all day.
And Hannah is a very accomplished cross-country runner. I mean, she won the women's under 20 in 2022. Silver place. But the year before that, she was the gold medalist. So this is her first crack at seniors.
Yeah.
And she has put on a absolute dominant display.
Yeah, and that can happen a bit when athletes go over to the States. You almost kind of forget that they're over there until they come back.
Yep.
And they're very dominant.
You
and
come
this is
back
kind of
stronger
what
than
happens
ever.
here. Yeah, 100. And this is, you can really see that here.
And look at her, just
So she's
absolutely
got
striding out.
probably 400, 500 to go.
Hasn't shown any weakness from the gun.
There's another Canterbury runner.
That's an old Canterbury singlet.
Thank you for that insight. That's Lucy
John Gamble
Yorker.
will not be happy with that
That
Canterbury
was
singlet.
Lucy Yorker in that Canterbury singlet. Good running by Lucy.
As she hits this final corner, just flowing.
Amazing. Yeah, a couple more muddy sections.
Hannah Gapes, very accomplished junior runner. Now she's stepped up to the seniors, coming in for her first senior title.
And golden ticket.
And golden ticket to Tallahassee. Just a phenomenal display.
Fantastic.
Dominance, great cross-country running, complete resilience, and just complete composure.
Yeah, and just like how much grit it takes to do that on your own. Like,
Still driving those arms, driving those legs down the home straight.
Yeah, it's honestly incredible running by Hannah.
Unreal
She'll
running.
be so happy to go back to America into another cross-country season.
The
with this
NCAA
result.
sophomore athlete.
Yeah, winning the China Southern Airlines 2025 New Zealand cross-country
Look at her go.
championships.
Lap it up, Hannah
Look at
Gapes.
the crowd as well. The crowd are loving it. They're cheering her on. So close to that finish. Absolutely fantastic running. She'll be so happy with that and getting past that golden ticket to the World Cross Country Championships. That's what she came here to do, and that's exactly what she did. Fantastic running. Hannah Gapes, your New Zealand 2025 cross country champion. Now we'll look back to second place. Will it be Lisa Cross, who stayed in second for majority of the race, or will it be Katrina Andrews, who looked very strong? There she is, Hannah Gapes with her golden
Well done,
ticket.
Hannah.
All right, we'll look down the straight. Who will it be?
Who's it going to be?
No one's rounded the corner yet. I think that, they were getting close, those two. Okay, I can see someone in the corner, top left of the screen. It's a bit hard because they're both in Auckland singlets.
Yep.
Two teammates.
Very similar running styles as well.
Exactly, yeah. Lisa Cross, Katrina Andrew, who will it be? Both of them very dominant distance runners. I think they've played this race really smart, both of them. They both didn't go out early with Hannah.
No, they've played it very smart and just
paid
come
off.
through the field. And here we go. It's still
Looks
Lisa
like
Cross.
Lisa, yeah, she's...
Fantastic running from Lisa.
yeah, she'll be very happy with that second place.
Very well measured run from Lisa.
Definitely. And she may be, I'm not 100% sure, but she might be able to get a qualification for World Cross Country maybe in Masters or...
Yeah, she may already... Well, for the senior women, she may actually go for the seniors because she probably already has the qualification.
True,
She has ran
10K,
a 33-odd 10K, and I believe the qualification for the females is 34:30.
Yeah, so she'll make the New Zealand team very strong.
Yeah,
very
if she
strong.
wants to go, I think Lisa Cross will be going.
Yeah. I'd love to see her do that. I'd
Absolutely.
love to. That'd be incredible.
Just New Zealand team after New Zealand team
Yeah.
for Lisa Cross.
Yeah, and we've got the crowd cheering her there. You can see them on the right of your screen. So good to have them down here at Hagley Park. Lots of locals here cheering on these incredible runners. Thank you for being here, and thanks for tuning into the live stream as well if you couldn't make it. We're really glad that we're able to present this to you. I know for some, particularly up in Auckland, it's hard to get down here, so I hope you've enjoyed this stream.
Katrina Andrew coming in for 3rd place.
And then there's Tamara Reeves. Really excellent running by Tamara. Again, calculated, measured for 4th place.
We've actually got an Australian in between Katrina and Andrew that's just on the left-hand side of the...
I see, yeah.
So there's been a little bit of a switch up there.
So yeah, Alexandra Schultz is number 650 there. So great running by the Aussies. Again, so fantastic to have them here.
Yep.
Adds another dimension of racing and competition.
Closely followed by Tamara Reeves. Fantastic run by Tamara.
Yeah, awesome. So that rounds out your 6.
And here comes Becky.
Becky, she'll be stoked with that. Another Australian as well.
Fantastic run by Becky.
That was Alice Oakley-Kerr and then Becky Aitkenhead. Just had a baby. I wonder if her baby's watching.
Probably has no idea what's going on, but here, nevertheless.
And then we'll be rounding out the top 10 with Kamiko, I believe. Kamiko Otani
From Wellington.
From Wellington.
Followed by Kerry.
She was 3rd.
Kerry
at
will be
North
happy with that
Islands, Kamiko.
performance.
Yeah, and then Kerry, your Canterbury Series champ.
Yep.
And Lulu Johnson. And another Australian that is...
And then Brea Roderick from Whippets. Looking very strong through the finish line.
Good run by Brea. So lots of... Here's a kind of a sprint off down the finishing straight. Is that's Saskia?
Well, yeah, Saskia holding on.
Oh, we love the
It's
finishing
been a gritty run from Saskia.
Oh, so gritty. There with the Otago athlete there as
and then
well.
Lahana Reeves closely following.
That was Becky De La Harpe from Otago. She's having a great season, so she'll be happy with that.
So Lucas
She's the
Martin
Otago champ
almost
as well.
predicted it perfectly. He just got Tamara and Katrina in the switched around. So we had Hannah Gapes first, Lisa Cross 2nd, Katrina Andrews 3rd, and
there was
Tamara
the two
Reeves
sisters,
4th.
two twins.
Two
in the
twin
chat.
sisters.
And there's Lucy Yorker. Crossing the line. So we've got 2 more races to bring to you today. We've got the under 18 men.
For the under 18 women.
And that was Lucy Jerk that just came through.
Okay, we've got 2 more races today. We've got under 18 men and under 18 women to come.
Yes, yep.
So those are going to be exciting races. We've got quite a few people to watch. We're going to go across to an interview.
With Hannah Gapes, it looks like.
Yeah.
We're here today with Hannah Gapes, the winner of the 2025 China Southern Airlines New Zealand Cross Country Champs. Hannah, this is your first New Zealand senior title. Welcome back to the country. Congratulations. How was the race today?
Yeah, you know what? I really appreciate the course. It was very, very taxing. The mud, it's very deceptive. I looked on the map and I'm like, how are they going to make this a cross-country race at Hagley Oval? But they definitely did their job. Just kudos to all of the competitors. They really pushed me and made me motivated for the last 5 weeks especially. It's been a tough comeback from a little injury that I picked up earlier in the semester, but I love running, and the New Zealand running scene is just so lively, and it's incredible to be back and be a part of it all.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're running for NC State over in America, so how's that experience been? You've had an incredible season last year, finishing in the top 10 at NCAA Champs. Kind of what's that experience been like for you?
Yeah, as cheesy as it sounds, like, the team just means everything to me, and coming back and training in New Zealand, I love it, but you really appreciate training with the girls that I have at NC State, and it's just such an incredible community. And they really, really motivate me, and we all push each other to run incredible races for each other, and I feel like that's a new motivation that I've found coming to the US, and I guess just maturing as a woman. But the coach is amazing. Like, I wouldn't want anything else, and just totally incredible experience, and I'm really excited to get back to it.
Amazing, and you just earned yourself automatic selection to the 2026 World Cross Country Championships over in Tallahassee at the dedicated cross facility they have here. You're excited to head back over there, rep the black singlet and race that next year.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be another amazing experience. Like my coach always emphasizes, running for your country, and I'm really, really excited to, first of all, head back over and hit the NCAA cross-country season, and I'm excited for that build. And then hit Tallahassee 10K in Florida. It's going to be exciting. Ripping the black singlet, I'm really, really excited.
Amazing. And so next up for you, you're heading back to the States. When you're heading back, when's your next race?
Yep, so quick turnaround from now. I kind of stayed for the race. So I head back to Christchurch I head back to Auckland on Monday, and then I fly to San Fran, and then have a little bit of fun before school starts, and then get back into it, train hard with the girls. So quick turnaround, but I'm really excited.
Absolutely. Thank you, Hannah Gapes, winner of the 2025 China Southern Airlines New Zealand Cross Country Championships.
Thank you, Dawson, for that interview with Hannah Gapes there. Fantastic running from Hannah Gapes.
Minutes to the women's under 18, 5 minutes. We've got some very speedy girls up next in this women's under 18. Abby O'Boyle, one of the favourites, has been running amazing on the track as well as across country. Abby O'Boyle ran an incredible 207 800 in Australia earlier this year.
So we've got 4.5 minutes till the next race, which is the under 18 women. So we'll just pull up some information about them.
You'll know a little bit more about these girls than I will.
Yeah, so we've got some fantastic runners here today. We've got
I think two that stick out are Sarah Hellier and Lisa Hellier. They're very accomplished 800-metre runners on the track, right?
3rd and 5th at school nationals.
Yep.
Yeah. We've also got some steeplers here. So we've got Millie McFadzean.
Yep.
Interesting to see if she jumps over the barrier. I know that's been a constant discussion today. We've also got some great track runners as well. We've got Nina Chalmers, who, she's been quite a dominant 1,500-metre runner.
Yep.
We've also have a national champion mountain biker here today, Millie Young. And she's actually going over to represent New Zealand at the World Champs in Switzerland in
Wow,
mountain
okay.
biking. So I
Dual
wonder
sport.
if mountain biking really crosses over much with cross country. Probably a bit.
Yeah. She'll be phenomenal through that sand.
Yep.
Sanding over the mounds.
Yep. We also have Maddie Worrell, who was top 10 at School Nationals. So School Nationals was a month or so ago.
Yeah,
Bit
probably
longer.
about 6 weeks ago now.
Yeah. And that's a really good indicator of how you're going to go ahead today. Probably one to really watch is Danica Clooney. She was second at School Nationals.
Yep.
So that's, obviously a fantastic result. There are a total of quite a few athletes in this race. 39 athletes.
Wow, okay. One
Yeah.
of the bigger fields we've seen.
Yeah, and this is a 5K course as well.
So they'll do the shorter 1K to begin it to start us off, right?
Correct, and then two big laps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So they'll miss out that second half of the course. I believe they'll just go straight into the first hurdle.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting because that's the first race we've seen today that skips half of the course for
Yep.
at least one lap. There's your Wellington team, so these guys will be really looking to get a team title here. Everyone, like we've got Wellington, we've got Canterbury, we've got Auckland, Waikato, Hawke's Bay, Gisborne.
Once
102
again, a
Wanganui.
very strong-looking Canterbury team,
Yeah.
deep in numbers.
Yeah, we've got Ruby Lamming there, Amelia Henstock.
And then a strong Auckland team.
Yeah, lots of runners from Auckland. Almost two teams there. It's great to see like these younger fields being quite big.
Yeah, it's a sign of the times for when they eventually jump up to the under-20s and then the senior women.
Yeah.
To have, 40 athletes in the under-18s lets you know that the sport's in a great place.
Oh, 100%.
I think this year we've had about 600 athletes in total today in comparison to the year prior, which was like 450.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that really tells you something. Cross
Yeah.
country's on the up.
Yeah, that's a 25% growth. Check my math. But
I
yeah,
won't be checking it.
that's fantastic for the sport, and I think being in such a central location like North Hagley Park, in one of the three main centres of New Zealand,
Yeah.
really is a testament to you can make fantastic spectacles of such a hard event like cross country.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, it actually can be a really good spectator course.
Yeah.
Which you can see here today with lots of people here to watch.
Yeah, the vibes are on.
Yeah, they certainly are. The sun is out. It's certainly warmed up. There's your Hawke's Bay Gisborne team. Two fantastic runners there. Paige Dobson and Caitlin Kirk. Caitlin Kirk was just overseas in Europe representing New Zealand at the duathlon champs as well. So a few triathletes.
And we're off.
We're off.
How fast is this start going to be?
Well, we've said it before and we'll say it again. The girls go with no fear.
Yep.
So I would imagine that it's going to go out quite quick.
It always seems to be the case. The girls show the boys how it's done. They
Yep.
go out, no fear, run hard from the start, and they just leave bodies.
Yep, they do leave bodies. That's what we just saw in the senior women.
And I think this is no different. Straight into a single line.
Yeah, and backing yourself. Like, that's how you get good at cross.
Yeah.
Is backing yourself.
It's a mind game.
It
You're out on the
100%
course
is.
for a long
Yep.
time.
Yeah, like, obviously lots of training goes into this. So much
Yeah.
fitness is involved. But, like, you can't discredit the mental side of it. Like, A, staying strong, and B, being able to break people
Yeah.
around you, which
There
sounds pretty
is-
savage. But you kind of have to be savage.
No, there is nothing more scary than when you've got someone running at the front and they're not even looking back at you.
No.
You're
Yeah.
just looking at the back of their head. You
Yep.
can't see their emotion. You're
No.
relying on people on the course to say they're hurting, they're
Yeah,
hurting.
exactly.
But you're thinking, nah, they're
Yep.
not hurting. They're killing me.
Yeah, exactly. I also think it's horrible when you're running next to somebody who doesn't seem to be breathing that hard, and
Yes.
you're like, how are you not dying right now? I'm dying.
Yeah.
And all you're thinking about is your breath versus their
Yes.
breath. And, oh, geez.
It is a mental battle because you will hear your breath so much louder than
Yeah,
anyone else's,
exactly.
and you're like, is it just me that's
Yeah.
breathing out?
So we've got number 159 there from Auckland. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. That's Amy Thompson from Auckland. She's 16, so this is under 18. So some of these girls have a couple more years in this grade.
And around the barrier they go. Bit of a split field this time. We may as well just take the barrier off the course at this rate.
Oh, yeah. So we'll just tell you a bit about Amy. So she's run a 4:52 1500 and a 10:06 3K. So that's really fast.
That's very impressive for an under 18.
Yeah, for first place at the Auckland Secondary School Champs in March this year. She's also a steeplechaser. So that's interesting. 7:08 2K steeple. So yeah, she's going to be really strong over this course, not just with the barrier, but the hills and just the endurance that it takes to be able to do a steeplechase race. So honestly, kind of packed up there. You've got Paige Dobson in third.
Yeah, there's a big group of them at the moment. That probably shows you the depth of these under 18 women, because I don't think they're mucking around.
No. Yeah, they're not. And just how many are there as well.
Absolutely. Looks like they're going to come through this first K again in probably about 3:35. So that's on for about a 17:35K if they're coming through, or 17:55 5K if they're coming through in about 3:35. But we'll see what they come through the split in.
Look at those Auckland girls there. They're really dominating.
I think the Auckland team's going to take off like bandits in this team's race.
So Paige, you've got there. She's a really fantastic 800-metre runner. So, I mean, this is 5K. That's a little longer than...
So about 3:43, 3:44.
Okay.
So still moving. 3:45s is about a 18:45 5K. Again, for under 18 girls, that is a hot pace.
Yeah. There's your Canterbury girls, Wellington runners. So we're really, really well represented by different regions down here in Christchurch today. I'll just take this opportunity to thank our sponsors again. So China Southern Airlines is our major naming sponsor. So that's one of China's premier international carriers with direct flights from both Auckland and Christchurch to Guangzhou. China Southern Airlines connects New Zealand travellers to a vast global network. Then we've also got lots of other supporters that make this happen today. We've got Matthews Eye Care, Puma, Douglas Pharmaceuticals, Novotel Christchurch, Abbott's Insurance, Medals Plus, The Hits, Red Bull, Christchurch City Council and Pure Sports Nutrition. So thank you very much to those sponsors. There's the race now. You've got the twins there as well, Lisa and Sarah Hellier.
Yep, and then Auckland 1, 2 and 3. Are Lisa and Sarah...
They are from Auckland, but it looks like they're not representing Auckland today, which is a shame.
They're in their ACA gear. What's going on there?
Yeah, so very Auckland dominant. I think the first non-Auckland person is Paige.
And I think Auckland at the moment with the younger female generation has quite a strong scene. A lot of them coming out of ACA.
Yeah, I always see them training at the track at Mount Smart or at the Domain. There's Nina Chalmers as well. Really good 800, 1500 runner. Yeah, fantastic running by them.
So tell us again who we've got at the front of this race. This is...
So we've got...
Paige Dobson.
Paige back there. Nina Chalmers is there. Danica Clooney is up there as well.
Because there is a gap out to that first place, it looks like. So just taking advantage on this second lap as they come, this is the first of the 2K loops, so really starting to push that pace. I'm guessing if you're...
Amy Thompson is winning number 159.
Yeah, if you're Amy, you're probably looking at the Hellier sisters and going, I don't want to leave this to a sprint.
Oh no, you really don't.
Let's pile on the pace early.
Yeah. So, yeah. Amy, as we said, is a steeplechaser, so she'll find this Quite good. Jumping. Well, I don't think did anyone jump over the barrier and miss that?
There was a couple,
Okay.
but the majority of them went around the barrier, as is tradition.
There's the rest of the field. Rolling down that hill. In a cross-country course, you really want to make sure you're using the downhills as a bit of a rest.
Yeah. Yep, you've got to almost be like a weird gyro on your feet. You've just got to let your hips, let your legs move as you go over them. Accelerate into it, stride down the mound, and then continue that form through. If you let yourself just sort of get caught by the mound, then you can come out the other side slightly slower.
Yep.
And that can just accumulate over time,
Yep.
seconds and seconds.
It's generating that rhythm as well, which, I mean, the LOC have done a great job at making this hard, because that's what makes a good cross-country course is
Yep.
every opportunity to disrupt rhythm, and then watching the athletes navigating that and really just trying very hard at not letting that affect them.
Yep, they 100% took a course that could have been extremely fast and said, how do we make this challenging? And they've put a lot of sand, a lot of mounds.
There they are going through that mound. They'll be coming through shortly for just one more lap. So this is a 5K course, under 18 women. Top 3 up there. That happened quickly.
That came out of nowhere.
That really came out of nowhere, because before they were kind of packed together.
And now we've got our medals probably pretty solid, pretty settled here.
So Amy Thompson got up there. One of the Hagley twins. My apologies.
And then someone in second. Who are we looking at?
Wait till we get a close-up shot. It's great having these drones. It's fantastic. This is one of the best streams I've ever seen of cross-country course.
I think where the course is a perfect place for some drone shots. The course comes in and out on itself. So
Yeah, so that's Nina Chalmers there.
So we've got Amy Thompson, Nina Chalmers, and one of the
And
Hagley
Lisa
sisters.
Hallier.
Lisa Hallier.
Yeah.
So that's your 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so these girls, the Hagley twins train so hard. I actually, they might hear this and think that it's a bit creepy, but I've seen them training in Onehunga. They go to the gym that I go to as well. Yeah, they work so hard, those girls. And they've got each other. They've almost got 2 training hacks, which is amazing, you know? Having a twin who trains with you.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and Holly is watching you.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Right, so be
Well,
careful.
I'm admiring, honestly, because, like, yeah, they've run very fast, over 800.
Yeah, for so young.
Yeah, so young. It's honestly exceptional what they've done. So keep it up, and being 800 runners and being very good over cross country is no easy feat. That's for sure.
No. It's quite a different world between 800s and cross country running.
Very different. And you can train so differently. So these girls obviously take the approach of training like more like distance athletes. So Lisa's 17 and she's run a 206. Insanely fast for second at National Secondary Schools Champs in Timaru last year.
Let me guess, it was her sister, or was it Bo that actually won that race? It might have been Bo Ritchie.
Yeah, let's have a look. So they've only got 2K to go now, so this is going to be, really quick. So
they're coming through, thinking probably coming through in about 11 minutes for 3K. Which is, that's maintaining the just under 345s, that's 340s. So they've probably picked it up over this lap, which is probably why you're seeing this gap form.
So honestly, if I was Nina or Amy right now, I would want to get as far away from Lisa Hallier
As possible. So yeah, just under 11 minutes. So 345 down to 11 minutes. That is a change in pace. So that is why you're seeing the gap form.
Yeah,
These girls are really piling on the pressure now.
That's your definitive top 3, I think, there.
It's who can break who.
Yeah.
And here we are, the females strung out.
Lots of Aucklanders. I think they'll have the Auckland title on lock. Yeah, so just 2K to go. A few more bends, a few more bunkers.
As they round that corner, let's see who comes out. Is that Amy?
It's Amy, yep. And then Lisa closely behind. So remembering Nina's also good 800 runner and 1500 runner.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, 2:06 is blisteringly quick. So she'll be hanging out to just go for it probably with about 500 to go, I would say.
This is one of those races. We've got the top three. If they don't sort of split up before that hurdle, one of those athletes might want to think about taking the jump and really sprinting into it and coming out the other end. You'll catch the other two on the without looking.
Maybe Amy, being a steepler.
Yeah, that would be, if Amy was to hit that hurdle, that might be the deciding factor.
Yeah, they look really good. Probably about a K to go. Now, these three have probably raced each other a lot. National secondary schools.
Absolutely.
They probably know their strengths and weaknesses. So they'll be thinking right now, what can I do here? I want to get this. I want to win. I want to get the title.
Can I hear their breathing? How are they going over the mounds?
Yep.
Is there a potential to break them?
Yep.
I mean, the secondary school athletes are very lucky because they do race a lot. But they've got the secondary school races and they've got the national, Athletics New Zealand races and their centre races. So they sort of become pretty fearless.
Yeah, and it's a long
used to
season as well. This will be kind of rounding it out, but I think they'll be doing straight into road. Like, they just keep going.
Yeah, they'll keep going.
Still road champs to go. And then these guys will also be looking to put together a super strong relay for road relays.
Yep. I think ACA for that junior title will probably be pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, they'll be really hard to beat. So, yeah, we talked about strong Canterbury runners, but this is definitely the Auckland show here today in the under-18 women. Here's some of your other runners. Just, yes, oh, that hill looks so hard.
Punishing on that third lap.
So punishing. Really easing down those hills, taking them as a rest, trying to get away from the runner next to you.
Thank God we're sitting down.
Yeah, this is great.
It's quite an advantage point just looking at it and going, right.
Yeah, it's easy to be critical when you're sitting down watching.
We're sitting here and go, run over those hills.
Yeah. There's another Auckland athlete looking super strong. So I wonder, they'll probably be looking forward to being in that little shady section there because it is kind of heating up.
What is the temperature? I mean, I think my phone's lying to me. Apple, what is going on?
It feels warm. We're sitting in the sun here.
It's 11 degrees apparently, but 11 degrees in Christchurch with no clouds
and no wind
can be pretty hard.
Yeah.
So has a gap formed? A gap
like
there has formed.
Yeah, so
is that Lisa?
That's Lisa Hagley. So exactly as we expected, she went with 500 to go. That's very smart racing. I think that's another thing that strikes me about these girls. They're patient. They back themselves. They trust themselves, but they also know know how to calculate and pace themselves, and that's it. Like,
wise beyond their years.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
One last time through the sand.
Here they go,
So we've got Lisa Hagley, Amy in second, and then Nina third?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so really broken away.
Unbelievable. Lisa really showing her depth here.
Sorry, I misspoke before. It's about a K to go. But has she gone too early? Because, it's a lot can happen in the last K. We've seen that before. Not so much today, but other cross-country championships, people going too early.
And I've just got a quick announcement. John Bowden, if you can go over to the finish line area, you are a wanted man, sir.
So there's Lisa, very dominant display. She won't need to jump over the hurdle. Oh.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh. What's happened? Oh, drama here today.
Oh my goodness. When you thought it was all wrapped
and
up.
I said that too. I said, look, she's got it. So now the race is on.
Get back into it. She must be suffering with maybe a stitch.
Cramp or
Oh, no.
Oh, this is gutting.
So
maybe
Nina and
she
Amy
did
are
go
right
too
back on
early.
them. Just as they come up to the hurdle.
Wow.
So who's going to attack this?
I think
All of
think
them have gone
Oh,
around.
no, yeah, going around.
Oh, poor Lisa. Just
Wow.
something seems to be going wrong.
Yeah, poor thing. She was really going for it too. I wonder, had she just held back? Potentially.
Maybe a little too early.
Maybe a little too early.
Oh, unbelievable. This is
she's
crazy racing. You don't
stopping
see this
again.
very often.
Could it be a bit of the sun, the heat getting
Maybe
to
the
her?
heat's got to her. 5K is a long way to go for these under 18 girls. So
Yeah.
maybe she's struggling with that. Maybe a little bit of fueling
But
on the
if she
day.
can stay in it, she may, she can still podium.
But I think Nina is taking this from Amy at the
Yeah.
moment, coming into the home straight.
It's 2 Auckland runners. This is exactly what we want to see. 2 runners going in together into that straight.
An old-fashioned sprint
A
off. Let's
sprint
go,
off.
girls.
That's what we're here for. That's what we came for.
Neck and neck. You
Neck
can't
and
separate them.
They both, wow.
Nina, the
exceptional.
solid 800-meter runner,
Yep.
followed by Amy, the steeplechaser.
Yeah, great 1500 runner too. So, yeah,
The battle is on.
the battle is on.
But it looks like Nina's going to take it, unless Amy's got something that she can offer.
Oh, you can see them really gritting their teeth. They are. This is so hard. The last part of the cross-country course. Who are we going to see as your 2025 China Southern Airlines National Cross Country Championship? I think it's going to be Nina Chalmers for the win. She'll run through the banner. There she is.
Closely followed
by her teammate, Amy.
Very nice.
Great running by those
And who do
two.
we have in third now?
Yeah, this will be the question. So, also, I'll note Amy's got a few more years left in this grade, so she'll be looking for the win. Whereas Nina, this is her last year in the under 18s. Oh, that is so gutsy. She
Lisa
stayed
battling
there for
through.
third. Come on.
Come on, Lisa.
Oh, that's incredible. She did that. What
Gutsy,
grit and
gutsy run.
determination. Fantastic. You can see she's cramping up there.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That is tough to see.
She should be so proud of that, though. There's
Auckland
your other
for fourth.
Auckland.
And it
Out
looks
of
like
Southland.
Auckland's going to wrap it up with 6th place here. So 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 6th. Dominant display by Auckland here.
That was Isabel Pickering as well. So, yeah, Auckland, fantastic running. There's Paige Dobson from Hawke's Bay Gisborne. Another great run. There's Isabella Pickering.
And that's what it does.
Yeah. That's suffer fest. That's cross country for you.
The
isn't it?
untold story of cross country.
Exactly. Yeah, so many Auckland runners.
Fantastic running by these girls. They're probably dealing with the most beat up version of this course in the hottest part of the day. Look at this fast finish.
Oh, yeah, that was Sarah Hellier,
Hellier.
so Lisa's sister. No stranger to a sprint off. And there's Caitlin Kirk, just come back from Europe representing New Zealand in duathlon. Great running as these girls cross the line. Oh, looking exhausted. Fair enough too. As your
It's hard
Otago.
work out there.
Yeah, very close. Yeah, lots of these girls coming through together. And we're crossing over to an interview.
We're here with Nina Chalmers, the winner of the under-18 women's race here at the 2025 China Southern Airlines New Zealand Cross Country Champs. Nina, you've had a race to the wire there. How was the race for you today?
It was really good. I felt super comfortable about 4K in, and then Lisa put on the speed and struggled a bit, but tried my best to hold on, and yeah.
And you raced over 5K today, and it was a bit of a battle, like, for the three of you that whole race. Kind of what was your mindset, kind of, with the girls? Like, were you aiming to break them early, or were you kind of waiting till later in the race?
My plan was probably just to keep with them and give it my all in the last sort of long finish straight. So, yeah, throughout I was just looking at my pace, and we were cruising 3:30, so it felt really good.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're well coached by Phil Clode up in Auckland there. Kind of, how's your season been? You're just saying you've kind of had a tough start to the year with national schools, being a little bit injured before that.
Yeah, so I've been injured since April 24th. I've been able to get in sort of continuous ellipticals now and track workouts, so it's been getting better, but hopefully returning to full training soon.
Yeah, absolutely, and you had a great track season. You were just saying you had some great results over the 1500 this summer. Kind of, how has that training been different to kind of like your approach to winter?
Yeah, so mileage is definitely a lot lower in the summer, so sort of when we get to winter, ramp up the miles and just really get our base fitness back. So yeah,
absolutely. And kind of, what's coming up for you? What's the next goal? What are you looking forward to? Is it just returning to running, or do you have some more races in mind?
I'm competing in Australia at the Australian Champs in September with some of the other New Zealand girls, so that's probably my main event that I'm looking forward to.
Amazing. Thank you, Nina, the winner of the Under-18 Women's race here at the China Southern Airlines New Zealand Cross Country Champs.
Thank you.
Nina Chalmers, the winner of the 2025 China Southern Airlines New Zealand Cross Country Championships. So she mentioned there some interesting things, her mindset going in, just staying confident. Obviously, Lisa Hallier went out and kind of put on a bit of a gap there, and that's an excellent display of just staying confident, staying with where you're comfortable, and that really paying off at the end there. So, great running by Nina, and as we kind of mentioned about some of these other athletes in the other grades, they're going off to run in the Australia National Championships, so kind of a vice versa situation. We had some Aussies here today, which was great to see. We often send Kiwis over. There's a little bit more competition over there, more people to race as well. So it'll be really fascinating. I think we'll all be wanting to know how Nina gets on with some of our other Kiwi girls over in Australia very soon. So coming up in another couple of minutes with the final race of the stream today, that's the Under-18 men, which is a 6-kilometre course. There are approximately 28 runners entered in this race, all Kiwis. We don't have any Aussies in this race, so this is going to be a fantastic race. We've got these 28 runners representing from all over the country, lots of Canterbury athletes, lots of Wellington athletes, but you're looking pretty dominant with your Auckland and Canterbury athletes. David Lee, who do you think we've got to watch here in this Under-18 men's 6K?
Well, I'll start with Caleb Radcliffe, a local Christchurch Avon legend, and he is the long course Canterbury champ this year. He's been in hot form. I'm sure he'll want to cause a little bit of disruption out there. So he's one to watch. He'll be in those Canterbury colours. George Wiley, thank God for this man. He sent me a little bit of detail about who we have in the Under-18. So he believes Alex Macbeth from Wellington, who is low-key the favourite, originally from Canada, but moved over here when he was 14. There's also Vaughan Murray, who's coached by CK. Another one of Vin's Murray boys. There's plenty of them hanging around. He will be coming off strong. Apparently, he had a disappointing run at the secondary school champs where he got a concussion mid-race. So he's out for vengeance. Not sure how he got that concussion, but he'll be looking for some success. And then someone else to watch is Ben Oxford. Ben Oxford has had a fantastic career as a junior athlete, taking out the 1500 3000 double. So he'll have something to prove. So I think those four, watch them. It's going to be a fantastic race. Let's see if NZ Predict actually did a prediction for this race, or has he just completely blanked the Under-18s? He has. Come on, Lucas. But there are a couple of those Canterbury athletes. Connor Walsh He's been in great form this season.
Yeah, how many of these Canterbury guys do you see training?
I don't see the under-18s too much, to be fair. I believe a lot of them might be Avon athletes. I can see a number of Avon athletes. So they're under the tutelage. It's the Barry McGee methodology, and it's sort of ran by Craig Eustace, if that's the group that they're in. So they love mileage.
Yep.
So they'll be strong out here today.
Yeah, 6K. Again, this is quite far for some of these boys. Like, they'll National Secondary Schools is 5K, so one more K extra. So they will do 3 laps. So no short lap today, like the under-18 girls did.
Yep. So how many? We've got 28 men in this field, so slightly smaller than the under-18 women's field. That shows a lot about the women's section at the moment. Very strong.
Yeah.
But we've got some good quality in this field. So there's the Canterbury team right in front of you there. 2:11, Daniel Wordsworth, very good runner. Then you've got 5:88, which is Leo de Monkey. I'm probably pronouncing that slightly wrong. Sorry, Leo. But I often do see Leo around, and very good upcoming runner. There's Caleb Radcliffe right out in front of you. And now the Wellington team here. So just 2 from Wellington, it seems. So that won't make a team.
Tom Piscini. You've got Ben Oxford.
So there's Ben Oxford, 4.75. 5.55 is Samuel Rickaby, someone we haven't actually talked about. Let me bring up his ANZ rankings. Fantastic athlete, Samuel Rickaby. Ben Rickaby's younger brother, I believe. And has been doing very well over the Auckland cross-country, this Auckland cross-country season.
Yeah, doing that Auckland cross-country series has got to prep you well for this course today. I think, there's lots of different races in that are all kind of different surfaces. Some are fast, some are really muddy, so that'll really help today.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of variety up in Auckland, don't they? They've got the Pukekohe race, which gets all your hills and potentially the mud, but then you've got the Long Bay course.
Yes, exactly. That's so fast.
4K and fast.
Yeah, not muddy, so
But probably does replicate a little bit of this course with the undulating mounds.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to work over the mounds and keep that form. But Samuel Rickaby here, he's a very accomplished runner. He's an 8:52 3,000 metre runner and notably a 32:40 10K. So he's going to be one to watch today.
All right, we are very close to the start of this race. These boys will be feeling nervous. There's George Lewis from Hawke's Bay Gisborne. Perhaps the sole runner from Hawke's Bay Gisborne. I'm not sure. All right, the nerves will be flowing. Here is the start of the Under-18 China Southern Airlines New Zealand Cross Country Championships race. This is pinnacle cross-country racing here today. For anyone who's just tuned in, the weather is stunning. It's about 11 degrees. It feels warmer because the sun is shining. There's no wind. The course is a little bit churned up. There's a few mounds to navigate, a couple of sand pits, and a barrier that you have the option to jump over, which we've seen. I'd probably guess 70% of people opting out of the barrier, which is perfectly legal. That's okay, but David Lee will judge
Perfectly legal, but feels very illegal at the same time. Guys, come on. Let's get over that hurdle.
All right, so for next year, if there's a barrier and David Lee is not sick in racing, we will expect him to jump over that barrier every single time and we'll hold him to it.
I'll run through with Toby Tasker and we'll go over that barrier together holding hands.
He's announced it to the whole world now, potentially, so you might have dug yourself a hole here, David, but we'll wait and see. 2026, I'm not sure where that is.
So who do we have out in front here? It's closely followed by Caleb Radcliffe from the Canterbury athletes, so he's not going to let that gap form. But then there's a little gap out to third at this point, and I believe the gap out to third is 2 Leo and a couple of those Canterbury boys.
307.
And
That's
Samuel
Lewis
Rickaby.
Blay. Lewis Blay from St Paul's Harrier Amateur Athletic Club. That's in Southland.
What do we know about Lewis Blay?
Let's pull up Lewis Blay's rankings.
I sure can.
The trusty Athletics New Zealand page. If you don't know what we're talking about, you can access it on Athletics New Zealand rankings.org.nz. Fantastic website. You can search anybody up there.
When you're trying not to do anything at work, it's a great place to hang out ANZ
exactly.
rankings. I like to go check on the competition.
And there's...
But Blay doesn't have an profile,
So
unfortunately.
he's taken it out behind, in front of, Caleb Radcliffe, who we mentioned before.
Closely followed
He's a
by
favourite.
Samuel Rickaby,
Another favourite.
and then Ben Oxford behind him.
So this is a 6K course. That's 3 2K laps. Got to check my maths.
Free 2K laps, yep, spot on.
I got it. What kind of K pace do you think these guys will be averaging? You know, Nina said they were comfortably clocking off about 3:35s in their under 18 women's, which is pretty quick. So
Yeah.
what would you expect for this under 18 men's?
Look, it's hard to make an estimate, but I would say we might see a first K of maybe 3:30. I think they've been pretty tentative at the front, to be fair. Maybe they'll come through 2K in just under, maybe 6:50.
Well,
It's really hard to tell.
Constant theme of today is girls are very fearless and strong. The
Yep.
boys like to play games, which
Fellas.
is both are equally fun to watch from my perspective. You know, we watched some destruction in their under 18 women's. So
Yep.
we're probably not going to see that today. We're going to see a bit of game playing, maybe waiting it out to that last 2K lap or even less.
Yeah, absolutely. These boys look like they want a little bit of a foot race, maybe over the last 2 laps. It's hard to tell at this stage, but they're certainly not pushing the pace, I would say.
No. And again, some of them may have not run a 6K course before. Probably more used to 4 or 5K.
If you're from Canterbury, you probably only got a 4.5K course at the long course this year, but we're not blaming anyone.
Not a sore spot or anything. No,
Sorry, Gambler.
No, these races, I think we've all learned and we all know they really take a lot of effort from the local organising committee to put on. So thank you to everyone who's volunteered and taken their time to set this up today. I think it's this has been a great day, hasn't it, Dave? It's not over yet. We've got this amazing under 18 men's race to go, but wow, we've watched some fantastic running in across all grades today. We had the Masters before the stream started, and as I understand, there were some great races played out there as well.
Andy Good taking out the Masters men, closely followed by Ben Roof.
Oh, wow.
So Sam Roof's dad is showing the class in that family.
That's incredible.
But Andy Good with a very dominant display in first. He could have probably ran in the senior men and really held his own, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sign of the times.
He could have done both.
Yep.
I feel like some people
It's
have done
happened
that
before, yeah. I mean, I was on a run with Andy not too long ago, and I found out he was 40.
Oh, wow.
I thought he was about 32. He looks very good for his age.
I do believe Lisa Cross.
Look at this.
Oh, wow. Yeah, 50-50 split again.
Things we like to see.
More jumpers. Dave will be happy. But yeah, I think Lisa Cross one year did the Masters and the Senior.
Yeah, I believe she did. And I believe, didn't she medal?
Yeah, I think in both. Oh, that's crazy.
Unbelievable.
So we still had Lewis Blay up there. And then...
But there is a big pack of them.
That's a big pack, yeah. It's hard to kind of split them up.
And that sort of shows you the type of racing that they're going for here in the under 18 men. They're playing it a little bit more tentative.
They are, yeah. It's really, this is going to make for that last lap to be super exciting.
Yeah, again, if anyone just wanted to make use of that hurdle on that last lap, this would be the race.
You're right. I think we also did see in that under 18 women, the women were together for a while and then very quickly it split to 4 or 3 girls.
Yeah.
So that could happen again. I'm not sure, but it does look like these guys are a little bit slower than kind of what their capacity is.
It's a cagey start by the looks of it. It's a really cagey start.
Good word to explain it.
They're probably sitting there on a little bit of nerves, looking over to each other, going, who wants to take this?
It's going to end up
who
being
backs themselves?
about the same time as the under-18 woman, is it?
Well, let's have a look. The under-18 woman came through in a tick over 7 minutes,
Okay.
I believe. So here they are. I can see them out there.
Be close to it.
And they're looking around, a couple of head nods. 6:43, so not, nothing to sneeze at.
No.
That's a 16:50 odd 5K pace. We've got a couple of boys in here who are capable of those low 15s on the track.
And that's Caleb Radcliffe leading it out at the moment.
Yeah.
So he's probably the favourite.
Unsure. I think if I was in Caleb's shoes, I'd go, I want to grind these boys out a little bit. So it makes sense for him to be at the front, sort of set that tone and try and make it a little bit quicker. And it looks like they're starting to do that now. Just push this pace along, make sure that those guys in the field that have those kicks, you can get them out of there before it's crunch time.
Yeah, that would sounds to me like that would be a smart thing to do.
But still, Caleb at the front with the two Auckland boys behind him, led by Samuel Rickaby. I'm beginning to think maybe Samuel's the favourite in this race. He is a very strong runner.
A lot could happen now. Like, there's still about 10 athletes bunched together there. And then following back to another pack of probably 8 athletes.
Yep, so still Caleb. Ben Oxford right there next to Sam. And then the two Waikato Bay of Plenty runners. I believe one of them will be...
Daniel Barback.
Yeah, one of them may be George Wiley's friend.
Yeah.
Alex Macbeth is from Wellington, so that must be the Wellington singlet that we see in there.
Vaughan Murray and Ryan Kingston.
Vaughan Murray, that's the one that we're looking for. One of the 17 Murray brothers. That's not true, but there's a lot of Murray brothers.
So there they are going up that hill, going round this tight bend. Really takes the sting out of your step if you let it.
Yep.
And look at that course now. That looks very
chewed up.
It's so different to the start of today.
So that's Vaughan there, 4:50. So we've got Caleb Radcliffe, Samuel Rickaby, Vaughan Murray, Ben Oxford, and the Wellington singlet there of Alex Macbeth.
Yeah, so really that solid kind of top 10. That's a pack of about 9 runners. Top 10 is a fantastic achievement here today.
Absolutely,
That's something you can really hang your hat on going into the next grade up. Like, I think we watched today the success of some of the under 20 girls and boys who've come up from that under 18 grade.
Yes.
Come up to do a few extra Ks as well. But yeah, if you know that you succeeded the year before, you're going to hopefully have another solid race. So, yeah, these guys will be wanting to stay in that top 10, work together. I know it's your competitors, but if you can kind of run like behind someone, next to someone.
Find your training partners, find your local centre partners, and just start to work together. Start to try, bring in some tactics, try to string out the field a little bit.
Did you guys do that last year? Your Canterbury teammates kind of worked together?
Yeah, we were sort of working together early in the race to sort of keep the hills honest. We pride ourselves on being a run-up hills in Christchurch with the Port Hills in the background.
Exactly. You do those every week, don't you?
So we decided we'd grind up the hill and then don't let them rest as we go down the hill. Grind the downhill because you'll recover by the time you get to the bottom.
Yeah, so trying to break those Aucklanders, who I know also do a lot of hills themselves.
Yeah. They certainly do some.
Yeah.
Mount Eden being a case in point, to be fair.
Yeah, Mount Eden, One Tree Hill.
The 4 peaks.
Yep.
Yeah, St.
Really
John
like
in
a
there.
tough run there.
Yep.
I think we're lucky in New Zealand. Most towns are you can access the hills. But that's the beauty of Christchurch, isn't it? Is you don't have to run up hills if you don't want to.
It's dead flat pretty much all week long, and then maybe some people will get out for a Wednesday, Thursday long run or a Sunday long run up in the Port Hills.
Yeah.
And you're just spoilt for choice with dozens of ways of getting up that hill, up that mountain.
Yeah, I think the Wellington athletes probably have to navigate a few hills in their training too.
Absolutely.
Unless they just stick to the waterfront, which I
Yeah.
feel like would be a bit boring. But yeah, here's this pack. You can't really separate them. It's still 9 athletes.
Caleb's still leading the charge here with Leo and Ben closely following by. Alex McBeth just up there and Vaughan Murray. Vaughan is a pretty fast finisher, so I think you want to get away from him before okay to go.
Yeah.
If he's anything like the rest of Ben's Tauranga R&R boys, he's going to have a kick.
There we go. We got 2 jumpers and about 7 athletes going around.
Fellas.
David Lee's coming for you.
Oh.
There's another pack back there. Working together, hopefully. What you really don't want in this, I think I've said it already before today, but you really don't want to be out by yourself.
No, you don't.
That happened to me last year at National Cross Country. It's not fun.
No man's land, as we call it, is a brutal place to be.
It's brutal. I mean, Hannah Gapes in the senior woman, she pretty much had that for the whole race out in front.
Yeah.
And that would have been quite hard, but, you know, it looked effortless, honestly, for her.
Yeah.
So, well done.
So let's see what we come through this lap in. We were 6:42 through the first lap. So we'll be expecting about 13:30, just under 13:30, if they were holding roughly the same pace.
Yeah, okay. So probably are about that. So
I think they may have slowed slightly, to be fair, because that stretch there is probably about 150 metres. And we would expect them just a little bit under 13:30. Caleb's still leading the charge with Ben closely following him. The boys are starting to work. Alex McBeth, Leo, Samuel Rickaby. So they've maintained roughly. They maybe slowed down the touch. They're probably on about 3:25 pace.
And do you expect this last lap to think they'll just start going for it?
I think we're going to start to see some moves made.
Yeah, and some casualties probably off the back of that.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that field just starts to string out. And I think Caleb's really trying to make a go of it at the moment. Here are some of the other Canterbury and Auckland athletes.
Canterbury-Auckland rivalry. If you haven't sensed it, if the Aussies aren't there, then you got to have a rivalry.
It's alive.
Yeah.
It's alive and well.
It's alive and well. Yeah, no Aussies in this race, so you got to have a rivalry.
Now I think Ben Oxford is out the front there trying to really push that pace along. You just can't separate these athletes. We've been spoiled every race with just having a top 3 or 4.
Yeah, it makes it quite interesting when there's a pack like this, because someone could come back from 8.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. So we're seeing Vaughan Murray just slowly fall back. Maybe the pace has started to creep. Caleb is really making a move on this.
Yeah, so probably about a K&a-half to go now.
And there's all to race for. It's completely undecided at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, you really want to string this out now. But also we've seen that not pay off in the under-18 women.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
has Caleb gone too early?
that's the beauty of cross-country. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Like you say, anything can happen in that last K. All it takes is for the guy at the front to slow down 5 or 6 seconds and the boys behind to be 5 or 6 seconds quicker, and that's a 12-second difference.
Yeah. Really depends on how you get across these bunkers through the sand.
And Caleb has been stretching him, but he just hasn't quite been able to get rid of him.
Yeah, those others behind him, they're really trying there. Sticking on them.
Who have we got in second? That is the other Canterbury.
Number 211's Daniel Wordsworth.
Yes. So he is a very strong runner. Ben Oxford, Alex McBeth, Samuel Rickaby. Everything to run for still, fellas.
Yeah, it's starting to string out now, but those 2 Canterbury athletes
are making a move on it.
Yeah, they're really on to each other now too.
This will be interesting. Caleb has dominated over the Canterbury season, so can he continue that dominance here at the national level? Alex Macbeth is really starting to make himself known in that Wellington singlet.
Yeah, he looks strong, actually. They've kind of come back now.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we start to see some fast finishes from the Wellington and the Auckland boys here, and Ben Oxford. Ben Oxford's known for a bit of a 1,500-metre kick, so watch the space.
Yeah, they haven't got long to go now. Probably
No,
about
not
K.
long to go.
They've still got a couple more bends, a bunker to run through.
My heart is racing for these fellas. It's just all to run for.
Yeah.
It's 4 more minutes of pure grit for a lifetime of glory.
Exactly, yeah. Like, we've really watched, I think, over the years, the men and women who, place get in these competitions.
Yeah.
They go on for very successful
Yes.
careers, both in cross country and on the track.
It's a telling sign. When you can win at this under 18, under 20 level, it's usually a good sign that you've got something good coming in the senior years.
They're in some good footsteps, definitely.
And we've got about 6 or 7 athletes in this front group that are all just looking fantastic today. And I think that is the Canterbury runner in, what was his name there? I can't see it. No. Might be Caleb Radcliffe still.
Yeah, they all look strong. The Wellington runner's going for it now.
So here we come. They're going to get to this hurdle again. I'm going to be interested to see who takes the hurdle. If they've been listening.
Yeah. It may just be if the first runner goes around, maybe they'll all go around.
Yeah.
But if one of them goes to jump it,
And that's
you kind of have to go and jump it as well.
So it's Caleb Radcliffe, Alex Macbeth. You've got Leo DeMarchi there in 3rd place from Canterbury again. Another very accomplished runner.
Ben Oxford's still there as well.
So here we go. Let's see who does what over this hurdle.
Oh, they're going for
And there
it.
you go. They've been listening.
Yeah, I think this is going to pay off.
And that's Leo. That's Leo that's really taken that.
Bit
With
of a
Alex Macbeth
stumble.
right behind him and then Caleb Radcliffe. That
on
is
them.
a fantastic move from the boys. You see how that did that damage. There's that second or two that Caleb lost there by going around.
Yeah.
And Leo and Alex have it. But the boys are coming back. Who is this in 3rd place now?
Yeah, he's done well there to just sit in behind.
Here he comes.
He could come for the win. If he...
So we've got Alex Macbeth, but he's being out-sprinted by this
Here
fella.
we go.
Who is this?
In the final straight, somebody we have not talked about is coming for the win. Again, what we've said about these races is you don't know what's going to happen.
Caleb Radcliffe holding on for 3rd with Leo just dropping down to 4th, but Alex in 2nd there. Who's going to get this
Alex
over the
come
last
back?
150 metres? Come on, fellas.
This is a long finishing
Put it
straight
all
too.
on the line.
They are. You can tell. Look at it in their faces.
And it's the runner from Manawatu
don't look
here.
Back. Don't look back.
Fantastic running, and Caleb Radcliffe is coming back for 2nd place. Here we go as he sprints to the finish. Fantastic running by the Manawatu runner.
Fantastic.
And you can't split the 2nd and 3rd, and there is Leo in 4th. Fantastic running from the fellas.
Yeah, that was such an exciting finish, Dave.
And
Wow.
Daniel there in 5th, closely followed by Ben Oxford. Fantastic running from the under 18s.
6.
Heart racing stuff.
Yeah, what an honour to get to watch a sprint finish as our last race.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And from a runner that who did we have? Jarvis Shaw or
Justin Cunningham.
Justin
We'll find
Cunningham?
out. There'll be an interview. So my apologies.
Yes.
Because we should know that.
Sorry for that, but he just absolutely came out of nowhere and astonished the field.
Yeah, that again. The drama of cross country. It never
Yep.
gets old.
No, never.
Yeah. The supporters today must have loved that as well. And I'm sure you guys watching at home would have really enjoyed that drama. particularly family members of these runners. If you couldn't make it today, I'm glad that we were able to bring you the live stream.
Yeah, with some subpar chat for your Saturday afternoon.
Sorry about the chat. I hope you didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, take a break every 15 minutes.
Or just put us on mute, that's all good. No, we've had a lot of fun here today. It's been an honour
a fun
doing
time.
this.
So who?
Yeah.
This is our winner here.
Number 286. That's Justin Cunningham.
Wow, let's
From
have a look.
Manawatu.
Justin Cunningham. That is amazing work from the fella.
Yeah, incredible. From Palmerston North. He's come here today and just shown everyone up.
So 17 years old, from Palmerston North. He's a 155 800 metre runner.
Oh my gosh.
359 1500 metre runner. So he's really shown his class.
A new event.
Yeah,
Some
over the
talent
crossy.
Over crossy.
But that's what happens when you're potentially not pushing the pace early in those first few laps. You let it get into the hands of these boys who have great kicks, and he came home super strong.
Yeah, so strong.
Fantastic running from him, just showing the true kick, the class in the kick there with his 800 metre speed.
I know there's a good group that train in Palmy too, so he may be a part of that, and again just shows the power in numbers and really having a group around you.
Yep. I've just seen Caleb Radcliffe's dad run past. He must be a very happy dad this morning, this afternoon.
Hopefully we'll be getting an interview too, because I'd love to hear what was going through Justin Radcliffe's head.
Justin Cunningham's head.
Sorry. Yeah, exceptional.
Yeah,
running.
fantastic running from him.
I can see Dawson there.
Here we are now.
We're here with Justin Cunningham, the winner of the under-18 men at the China Southern Airlines New Zealand Cross Country Championship. Justin, what a great ride. It was an exceptional finish down the home straight here. You put the boys away today. You know, how was the race and what were your expectations coming in?
I thought I would only be like 10th or something. Wasn't expecting this. I'm much better at track. Like 800, 1500, so a bit of a shock.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how did the race unfold for you? What was your approaching? Did you kind of, as that race was unfolding, coming close to the finish, did you think you might have had it in the bag, or did you think you had a shot at the medals?
I was just following the pack, and I was pretty happy that I was following the pack. I wasn't expecting to be up there at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And how's track season for you? You know, we're deep in August now, but you've said you're a track runner. You know, kind of, what were your results of the summer like?
My best result was definitely the bronze medal in the 1500. I don't know if I did much else.
Yeah, amazing. So you've cleaned up the field today here. You've taken it out with a photo finish for second and third. Kind of, what's up next for you? Is anything interesting coming on your horizon? What's the next race?
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. There might be a couple road races before track season.
Yeah, beautiful. And you're looking forward to secondary schools in December in Hastings?
Yeah, definitely. I like Hastings. Hastings is probably one of my favourite tracks.
And you'll be lining up in the 1500?
Yeah, and probably the 8 as well. Yeah.
Nice, the distance double. Thank you, Justin Cunningham, the winner of the under-18 boys here at the China Southern Airlines New Zealand Cross Country Champs.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was absolutely incredible by Justin Cunningham. Absolutely fantastic. You could feel the emotion. He said, I thought I was going to get 10th. And then he just went and won the thing. That is amazing. So I just want to thank everybody for being here today and watching the stream. I also want to thank David Lee. Thank you so much for your time with us here on the live stream. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, no, it was very fun. Thank you for having me, Affiliation New Zealand. That was great fun. Thanks, Holly, for all the help with the commentary and all the insights that we had. It was a really fun time. Yeah, it was great. And again, just want to thank our partners again, the China Southern Airlines, Novotel Christchurch, Matthews Eye Care, Puma, Douglas Pharmaceuticals, Novotel Christchurch, Abbott's Insurance, Metals Plus, The Hits, Red Bull, Christchurch City Council and Pure Sports Nutrition. Thank you very much. That concludes the China Southern Airlines 2025 New Zealand National Cross Country and Relays Championships. Thanks for watching. What a beautiful day of running.